everybody, and welcome to Sci-Fi-Vision Presents Talisman's Transmissions. This is a special, I guess you can call it, wrap-up episode. We're going to talk about the best, the worst, the in-between, and maybe some other stuff, depending how it goes, for all of Season 4. I would say if you haven't watched Season 4, maybe don't listen, but I'm sure you all have, or you wouldn't be here. But thank you for joining us. Please make sure that you like the video and subscribe to Sci-Fi-Vision, and also check out Squawking Dead, who we have Neo from, our co-host tonight.
Thank you.
For coming.
Yeah.
Scarlet is not here. She will be along. I'm guessing she may be having some computer/internet. Oh, she said, I just got a text from her. She wasn't feeling well. She'll be here in a couple minutes. But yeah, we're going to have a From show tonight to talk about this stuff, and then let us know, in Discord, if you have ideas of other, topics we could talk about for next time, so we can kind of keep them going every once in a while we're on hiatus here.
This is going to be a normal thing. Maybe talking about From.
Maybe not every week, but
yeah,
we kind of want to do it here and there. But everybody, if you're not a member of our Discord, please make sure you join. I put the link in the chat. You can get our schedule, find out when we are having shows. We will be having a trivia show again for From, because we didn't do all season yet. We just had done the beginning of the season, so we will be doing that. And okay, that's what I was going to ask. Okay, Kelly is coming on too. So I will have to switch my thing once she gets on here from Cyborg Queen Media. I wasn't sure. I was waiting to hear back from Scarlet, and then I didn't hear from Scarlet. Okay. So
I was like, is it Scarlet on a different name?
For sure. Yeah, but I'll switch the camera when she gets on. But so yeah, we'll be joined by her too. But we are going to have we are going to have a From trivia coming up soon. Not sure exactly when. And other than that, we still have our 1 million view party that eventually will get scheduled. Once Jimmy gets caught up. Yeah. And I do want to do another game night. You weren't quite on.
Yeah, how did last night go? June.
Yeah. I was going to say we
troubleshoot some.
Yeah, we had played some new games we were messing around with, and so we're going to do more Jackbox things at some point. Hey, Scarlet.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Jade.
I guess Kelly's coming. I wasn't sure, so I need to switch that when she gets here. But
yeah, I sent her the link. So
yeah, no, I wasn't sure. I was waiting to hear back from you. That's why I wasn't 100% sure. Whoa, why do I have Jen instead of hold on? That's not the right person. That's supposed to be Kelly. I don't know why I have Jen. Hold on. Kelly. Yeah, there we go. It's not the right size. I'll fix it. It's all good. Don't mind me. I'll just troubleshoot while I'm here. Everybody knows I do. I'm doing a lot of making myself laugh, and it's moving. All right, there we go. Now let me.
How's your day, Scarlet?
Fix it.
It was busy. I'm used to these being at like 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, this one's a little earlier. But I figured we could start a little earlier since we didn't have a watch party. I figured that would help. But yeah, I know we are usually on later, but hopefully that means we won't be on all night. What to say? All righty. Well, I don't know how exactly you guys want to do this. I know, Scarlet, you had made a list of kind of some of the ideas of best and worst we could talk about. And I also tried to write down a list of my favorites and least favorites from the season, from the different episodes, so we can talk about those as well. But does anybody have a preference where we start while we're waiting for Kelly? How we want to approach it? I guess it really doesn't matter, but Scarlet, how about you? Pick something. And we'll start with
I'll just start with my categories here. I'll start with number one, which I said, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Kelly.
Sorry, my computer just didn't want to work today, and I was on, and then I had to restart, and yeah, it's just a whole mess.
It is okay. Welcome. And everybody, please make sure you also check out Cyborg Queen Media.
Yes.
See, I need Dieter in the chat. He's good at posting links. I'm so bad at like multitasking of trying to post people's links and talk.
That's why I was worried I'd even be on, Jamie, because our like Wi-Fi kept flickering all day because there's been storms.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We almost had a storm. We didn't, thankfully, because like I was telling Jason a couple minutes ago, I was in swimming hoping it didn't storm because I didn't want to get out.
Oh
It
God.
actually didn't, because the one day last week it stormed real bad. And I was in for like 15 minutes and then it stormed.
Yeah, you should try to get out. There's lightning, Jamie.
Yeah. But it did not.
Scarlet, our pool's gone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Where'd it go?
Yeah, where'd it go?
It's just not, it's not good anymore. It died.
No.
Yeah. I wore it out.
Oh, I thought I just left a note and it went to the next town over.
It did. It did. It left a note and went through the bottle tree.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, the passing of your pool.
Yeah.
As I was saying before you came on, Kelly, we're gonna do best and worst of the season, of different things, just kind of, whatever, I guess, order we feel like going with. And Scarlet, you had started to say one of them.
But now I want to say something else. I wanted to give Kelly a chance to talk about what she wants to do next week.
Oh yeah.
If she can have the floor for 5.
Jamie, do you know the news?
Yeah, but I didn't know. I know you did a show, I think, when we had another show, so I couldn't.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you knew about it or not. Yeah, so one of our co-hosts, I think you guys did a show with
Yeah, we
Jazzy,
did Alien
right?
Earth.
Okay.
Yeah, we did Alien Earth with Jazzy and Steve.
Yeah, so Steve passed away very unexpectedly. And it's a tragedy for all of us, but I mean, I've been depressed since it happened, but I mean, what Jazz is going through is just awful. I mean, that he's her husband, and she had to face that alone, finding him. And the funeral expenses are a lot of money. She's disabled. He was her only source of income. So we're trying to raise money for her right now. We did a live stream last night, but I had to throw it together in like 12 hours. So I'll be doing some more. I want to do one next week. And because I'm promoting this on your channel, I'm gonna make sure I do it after Tuesday, because you're not streaming after Tuesday, right?
We have Tuesday and Thursday, but we stream a lot, so you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah, but I don't think we have anything going next Thursday.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I guess because we don't have From again, we weren't going to do it next week. So yeah, but
Gotcha.
Tuesday we do have something, Monday and Tuesday.
But yeah, I went for 7 hours yesterday. I am more than prepared to do a marathon, but it was pretty much, Scarlet popped on for a bit. 2 of our co-hosts popped on for a bit. Nathan Simmons popped on for a bit.
Cool.
That helped save my voice a little bit, but it was still, with 7 hours, it was still mostly me talking. And my voice was wrecked. So what I really need is I need people to join us. If you can't, if you're interested in joining us and hopping on the mic with us, if you want to just, hang out in the chat, we just basically need people there, whether it's on screen with us or in the chat. But we would also greatly appreciate anybody who could amplify it in any way. If you go to our social media, we're at Cyborg Queen Media on Instagram and Threads. I'm thinking about bringing back our TikTok account, but I don't know. Twitter, we're not going back there. We're not going back to Twitter. Twitter's a hellhole.
Okay. On Blue Sky? Guys like Blue Sky instead, maybe?
Yeah, we are on Blue Sky. I haven't been using it much, but we
it's a good
are
alternative
on Blue Sky.
to X.
Yeah, definitely. We're more on Threads, but yeah, if you go to our social media and follow us, you can see all of the information on the fundraiser there. And if you could just help me amplify it in any way, because she's really going through hell. and I just want to support her as much as possible. I mean, she's my sister in addition to my co-host. I mean, not my bio sister, my found sister.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just want to help her out as much as I can because she's in hell right now.
Well, make sure whenever you do schedule it, you let us know, and one of us will post it in Discord. So
Awesome.
you can know when we're doing it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes. If you give us the link, I put the YouTube link in, but if you have the her
Yeah.
link, if you have a specific
You
link,
send it to me by email because I can't do it the other way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, or in the
if
private
you need, if you want.
Yeah, no, I can totally do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
yeah, we'll get it up. But
Yeah.
yeah, so people make sure you check that out and tune in, and we're all thinking about Jazzy. Yeah, it's been a hard time, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
But she, on a positive note though, she did say that last night was the first time that she laughed since it happened. So that was good.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least
that's
something
good,
positive.
good progress.
Nathan talked in an Elmo voice, and she said she was like laughing nonstop for 10 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, that was good. That was nice he came. That's really cool.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart.
He is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Scarlet, you
You
want
want
to
to start it up?
off? Yeah.
Well, I made a category list of 20 topics. I can either start with one or somebody can pick a number. Anybody want to pick a number? For 1 to 20.
I
do
actually
7.
have a list of these because we were planning on doing this
Oh,
before this happened. Because we do the best and worst for every episode.
yeah.
So we were going to do a season wrap-up one. So I actually have I mean, a lot of your categories are different than ours, but but I actually have a lot of things marked down already, so I'm totally prepared.
Okay.
That's
But
wonderful.
if you want to pass on any of them, let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
we'll do it.
Neo, you
All
said
right,
7. Did you say 7? I heard a 7.
I said 7. Yeah, you want to do that one
What
first?
What a perfect from number that is.
Yeah.
The best what the fuck moment and season 4 of From.
Season 4.
Ooh.
Wants to go first. Neo, you
What?
have one?
Oh, I already have one. I can
Or
go first.
Scarlet?
'Cause
Okay,
I wrote
Scarlet,
mine
go
up.
first.
Okay. Yeah, if you already have one.
My
Let's hear
best what the
yours
fuck
first.
moment was kind of twofold. It was Sophie pulling the pastor's tooth out because Jane interviewed Julia Doyle and she said she stuck her whole hand in that actor's mouth.
Oh,
There were
Yeah,
like no
God.
special effects. That
She
was
shocked
crazy.
me when she said that. I didn't know how to respond to that.
wait, I'm sorry. Is this are we doing best WTF or worst WTF?
Best first.
WTF
Okay.
moment.
Yeah, best.
Best.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about that? I think that's like a really creepy scene, but it makes me look at it in a whole new way, knowing she actually did that. So,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They're really
Yeah.
good team players.
yeah, it sounds like it.
I'm trying to find my notes here. I know I have something for this.
Okay. I'll go then.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
best what the fuck or WTF. I really liked and was surprised with the dolls smashing through the wall. That whole scene, yeah. Even though we
Kool-Aid
saw it
Man?
in the trailers, or what did we see it in?
Yeah, it was in the
Was it
Yeah. Yeah, it
The
was in the
some
trailer.
kind of trailers? Yeah. I was waiting for that moment, and yeah, just really surprised it was cool, and then just the aftermath afterwards of him getting getting Roger.
and Ellis shutting
Yeah.
the door on Roger.
And yeah, that was pretty WTF too. Yeah. Ellis is taking a look and
Yeah.
taking off.
Not like
Yeah.
what he saw.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Dodge.
All right. Fair enough. Kelly, do you have one or do you want me to go?
I actually do have one. The Fatima's scream that she let out in the clinic. I was just like, what the hell? I mean, that threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna say anything about the ending because I have very strong feelings about that. I cried throughout our entire recap almost. But yeah, when she let out that screech in the clinic, I was just like, what is happening? I mean, we kind of knew that she was turning into a character or a creature, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, it just kind of hit me over the head with a ton of bricks. I was just like, whoa, I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, I had to go back on that scene because I thought it was Smiley screaming at first. And
Me
I was
too.
like, well, it's Fatima. It's a human that's able to make their scream. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was really crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Mine is more one. I'm actually surprised none of you said. I don't know. I expected it, but mine is the whole thing from episode 7. Whenever you find out she's controlling Smiley, and going from almost killing Kenny to like not killing Kenny. I think that was mine because that was a big shock to me. And I mean, yeah. I mean, after that was when I kind of figured that she was turning. So it was sort of also a turning point, I guess, in the storyline. But yeah, I didn't expect that. So that was probably my best WTF moment.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. You guys want to do the worst now?
Yeah. Or,
I have a question about
somebody
this.
had one in the chat. Or, yeah, you can go ahead, Kelly.
No, I have a question about this because I don't have all of the topics in front of me. I just have a bunch of notes. And this will affect my answer. Do we have a category in here for like worst character decision or like worst character moment or most infuriating or annoying?
I think we do.
Most frustrating unanswered questions, but that's about it. You can put that here. You can.
All right, so
put one there.
Yeah, since that's not a category, I'm gonna go with something that just infuriated me, and it's because it came from my favorite character, and that's Jade. I adore Jade. I think Jade might be my favorite character ever, and I was so frustrated in episode 2 when Tabitha's in the barn scrubbing trying to scrub the paint off the wall, and he's just like, "Hey, let's talk about shit. Let's talk about this crazy shit." What are you doing, Jade?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Okay.
That's almost as close to when he's trying to like make out with Tabby in the cave where she's holding her daughter's skull. You know, you gotta have a little tact sometimes.
I mean, it's like what Tabitha said to him was horrible, but
yeah,
I felt like she was kind of backed in a corner a little bit, you know? I mean, she kind of just had it. I feel like that was a trauma response. And she was feeling a lot of things at that moment, and Jade was being real pushy. So I kind of wish that scene hadn't happened.
That's fair. So this is like frustration with the character, I guess, is what we're doing.
Yeah. That's my WTF moment. I felt like it was, I don't know. I guess I don't think it was totally out of character for Jade, but I guess I just like it made it. I mean, I had a very WTF reaction to it, you know, like why is this happening? But I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. What about you guys?
Let's go with Elgin.
I like mine.
Go with Elgin. Elgin with the photo, like
that's the right answer.
Bringing the photo to Sophia and just casually saying, "Hey, is this you?"
Yes.
Instead of being more cautious.
Yeah,
that's mine.
That's the right answer. I can't believe I didn't think that. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that. I mean, I don't fault him for what happened afterwards. He really stood his ground and with his faith and stuff. But yeah, just bringing it up to her in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
was
feel
super
like
frustrated the week before.
Yeah. I feel like off screen there probably was a scene, off screen there'd be Boyd or Acosta telling everybody, "You see anything suspicious? Give it to one of us."
Right. Yeah.
Elgin, you, I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Scarlett? I'm trying to. Mine's his. I'm trying to think if I can think of anything else, but that was definitely mine about Elgin. What
There's
about you?
Elgin also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Scarlett?
Oh, you might laugh at this one, Jamie. My first what the F moment was finding out Eloise was dead.
Oh well, that's outside of the show, but yes,
Yeah.
that's a bad WTF. I agree with
I
that.
consider all season 4, even the showrunners' interviews, I consider part of this.
Oh no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
that's bad. Although I think that though also gave a good moment too, though, because I still think about the T-shirt with the "Where's Eloise?" Oh no, never nowhere. She's dead, or whatever it was you said. That cracked me up so much.
We had a game night, and we had a game where you design a shirt and then you put a slogan on it. And Jamie had just told us that, so I wrote, "Where in the world is Eloise Kavanaugh?" Like the song, like Carmen Sandiego. You can sing it. "Where in the world is Eloise Kavanaugh? Where in the world is Eloise Kavanaugh?" And then I
that's
put
funny.
"Nowhere. She's dead."
We all laughed at that one for a while, so at least there's
Yeah.
that.
You can
That's
buy the
something.
T-shirt from the game. The game allows you to buy the designs. There's some
Oh,
other
nice.
good ones. There's other good ones. Somebody drew a bottle tree and somebody wrote "Don't be stupid" underneath it.
There's quite a few funny ones out of that. We gotta
Yeah.
play those games again, hopefully soon. I want to, before we move on to another subject, I want to bring a couple out of the chat. RC said the dumbest scene, agreed, was Elgin finding Sophia's picture. But Kimberly says I have to give him some grace because he hasn't been seeing what we have. And so that routine, and he just sees a young church girl. That's true.
Yeah, totally get that, Kimberly.
He only has one eye, though.
I was just
Yeah, he can only have it, right?
just waiting that week for the next
Kelly said
episode. I
Elgin
was
was a young church
frustrated.
girl.
Yeah. And these were some of the best ones, I think, had been Kenny and the Night Creatures. That had me on the edge of my seat, says Kimberly. Dieter liked lightning, the eclipse, Man in Yellow being in it, Jade's hallucination, and Kimberly also said about the Man in Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those under some of my favorite scenes, but I didn't have that under the what the fuck. Oh, Dieter says Fatima becoming a monster. Yeah, that's definitely, I think, in WTF moment. Just that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I guess I kind of expected it at that point, but it still was really cool to see it.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to fully transform when the claws came out, and then even her head too.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be slower over time. I thought the Golem was going to be evolved first. I thought that Golem was going to get animated.
Yeah. Speaking of, what about just most frustrating? I don't know. We have unanswered questions, but what about just most frustrating story? Period. I think that the Golem is everybody's most frustrated story.
I'm frustrated.
There's one that's more, Jamie. That's the story walking one. That's my.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I'm frustrated with the Golem.
I have that under biggest disappointment, but yeah, that is also very, very frustrating. Yeah, I have biggest because that's kind of the same thing, I guess. We have most frustrated unanswered questions and biggest disappointment. I feel like are kind of go hand in hand, I guess. I think though unanswered for me, what annoyed me was a stupid freaking door. And I know I've been talking about it forever and I never shut up about it, but it pissed me off because they spent so much time finding the door and then they don't go through the door. And I guess it's 5, but that was really, really frustrating. But yes, also story walking. Everybody's frustrating with story walking, not enough, and with the Golem. Those are kind of the annoying
I am
ones.
actually not frustrated with any of those. Because
Really? Okay.
I am not. I really feel like the Golem is going to play a bigger part next season.
Yeah, I agree with the frustration with it, but I do think it's
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah.
Something's gonna
I
come
think
of it.
I'm most frustrated with, and it's not because I think they're dragging it out or anything. They might be. I'm worried about it because it needs to have a good explanation for me. Is why did they have Donna have a heart attack and nothing came of it? Like, I was hoping that she was gonna wake up with like some crazy Lake of Tears shit. And nothing came of it. Scarlet, you made a comment on our video where we talked about that you felt that maybe that happened because they were trying to show that Boyd has powers of resurrection.
Superpowers.
That was
Willed her
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
was
like
hoping,
that.
I was hoping that because you know how they say in From, if you have fears, they manifest, like Nathan with the cicadas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I thought maybe positive things happen, even when somebody's dying, like when Kitty's mom was dying. Maybe she thought, I need my son to be taken care of. I want everybody to eat. And then the vegetables manifested at the lake because of her sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe
no.
Boyd, because Donna was dying, maybe he willed her back into being and that was his power, but it never really came back to that again.
Yeah, no, that's something I've been talking about for a while now, that there's so much talk in the show about your fears and your beliefs and, you know, believing in impossible and magical things. And, you know, Jim saying all you have are your thoughts. And
Yeah.
So I've been saying for a while that I think that they have some control over their reality. But yeah, I really, we talked about that more last night, Rachel and I, after you were gone.
Oh, yeah.
And like I mentioned your comment about that. And we were talking about, like, I thought you were implying that you thought maybe Boyd had actual like special powers that he was coming into. And I actually really liked that theory because of all the shit that's happening with Abby. And like, maybe this is like early stages of him manifesting, bringing her back to life, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she's also Eloise. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe like Eloise is dead for now, but she's Abby. She's coming back.
Yeah.
For sure. I want to bring up, because I was going to say something about Abby, and I see Dragon King said what was going on with the ring. I actually was frustrated with a lot of Boyd hallucinations just because it didn't go anywhere. I mean, we saw like he saw them dead and stuff, and like I get it, and I understand what they were trying to show, but I don't know. I guess I expected it to go somewhere, or to the hallucinations to make something happen in reality, other than just him having hallucinations and showing he's, you know, breaking. That's about, so I think that was a little frustrating for me.
Yeah, I agree. Dragon.
I see Lilu was frustrated by the door as well. What about story walking? I know Kelly said that didn't frustrate her, but I think you two were frustrated. There wasn't enough, weren't you? I know Scarlet was for sure, but
I was too. I wanted a lot more. I just didn't like how Julie gave up after the second episode or whatever it was, or the
she had opportunities. Yeah, and she had opportunities to talk to people like Sarah, who would probably be very open to listening to what she was talking about, and they just painted. And then there was there was opportunity for her to maybe ask Christy, you know, hey, I'm having seizures, could you help me out? Because Mari was one in the Cicada 3, and I thought that she would say, hey, I have weird things happen to me too from the Cicada stuff. Maybe I'm getting some powers. Maybe I can watch a story walk if Randall doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But she did now.
I honestly, I think they're saving a lot of that for season 5, because we know that she obviously does it again.
No, I'm just putting up Lucas screens with you. Keep going. I'm just putting up.
No, I think they're saving a lot of it for season 5, because we know that she does it again after giving up. So there's got to be some kind of catalyst. But also, what I'm really super curious about is in season 3, episode 4, when the ambulance came into town. pretty sure that Julie or somebody else, if they've learned how to do it, was story walking at that time, because in season 2, was it episode 9 or 10 that Julie story walked back to?
That was
Episode 9, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the season 2 episode scene, Donna had commented that the monsters were just standing around. She's like, they don't do that. And that was happening when Julie was story walking. That same thing happened in season 3, episode 4. And there hasn't been an explanation for it. So I'm pretty sure that either Julie or someone was story walking. I don't know.
I guess my issue with the story walking, like I agree. I do think there's going to be a lot more in season 5, but I feel like that was set up as the best, at least to me, was the most interesting part of the season and was my favorite part of the season. And then like it was just at the very beginning. And I know it was frustrating too, because I know everybody kept saying, oh, there's going to be more story walking. And I'm like thinking, no, there's not going to be more story walking. That's all we get. Yeah, I think that they maybe should have spread it out a little bit. Like maybe if they had made her go to 1978, like later in the season, maybe then we would have felt like we got a little more just by doing that. Cause it's like we got so much at the beginning and then nothing. And I feel like that kind of, yeah, that's what made it annoying, I guess, to me. But it was also the best, one of the best parts of the season. So it was one of the best and one of the worst in that way.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It gave us Julie's wig.
Yes.
Oh my God, none of us said that was a WTF.
Yeah. Dragon says, I thought
the wig that launched 1,000 memes.
I said, Dragon says, I thought the monsters stopped because of the music box.
The music box started playing when she was.
Yeah, that's the theory too. If that's what that's the scene you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that too. Truth is, we don't know, but it definitely could have been that as well.
I actually feel like they were kind of definitive about it, because when Julie story walked back to that moment, she called out for her dad, and they showed him looking almost like he was reacting to her calling out to him. So I went back to the season 2 episode and watched that again. He was reacting to the music box. So I felt that that was Julie was basically talking through the music box, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I studied that episode a lot too, going back just to see if you could see her in the background and if you could hear her voice. Unfortunately, no.
Can
But
you
yes,
see
I know
her?
exactly what you're talking about.
Can you see her?
No, unfortunately, you don't see her. You don't see the new
Tony
monster
Teflon
that grabs her
swears he
either.
sees her. Tony Teflon says he does.
I don't know about that.
Like 100 times, and I can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have some huge
really?
high-def
Okay.
TV, so maybe I can't see it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it. I mean, I looked and didn't see it.
Yeah.
I was watched that part like for half an hour, just trying to look around and see.
Yeah.
Listen.
I have a pretty big TV, and I kept pausing it. I wasn't seeing any shapes or anything.
I think people see what they want to see. It's like I keep seeing how many times people saying it's Julie in the Sophia picture. It is not Julie. Get over it.
She has brown hair.
But I definitely didn't see it in that episode. But Tony needs to get a screen capture and let us know exactly what he sees, because I don't see it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the wig, I thought I was looking to see. I had the wig on somewhere in my list, and I don't even remember.
Oh, did you?
But I don't know, that deserves some mention. I'm not sure. Worst look in the season, I guess.
I need to get a wig like that.
Is it something that Chloe came up with after everybody made fun of her haircut, and she was like, "Here's a wig." So they stopped talking about it.
Yeah, I think they just didn't want to cut Hannah's hair because they were still filming other things, she had said, right? Because I remember hearing that somewhere. That's why she's cut it now. They've finally cut her hair for season 5. That's something, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Dragon says they probably didn't even know Julie was going to story walk when they filmed the RV scene. That's a good point. What do you think about that? I mean, how much do you think? Obviously, we know some things they come up with on the fly, but I do feel like a lot of the story walking stuff, they probably were like, where can we insert her? And had like it wasn't actually there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they planned a lot of that way in advance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they had a couple places they could have inserted her, the knocking on the cabin doors. That could have been one.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
still could use that, you know.
They could.
Yeah.
They could.
Or the knocking. I still want to know who's knocking on the RV. I don't know if I'll ever know.
I would be curious though if there's any scenes previous to when they announced the story walking in the show that people actually like really have seen her, not like they think they've seen her, but really have seen her. Yeah, because I don't know. I definitely have not. Let's see.
Hopefully they don't do a Stranger Things and just insert Hannah in the shots.
Oh God.
Yeah,
She was there all along. Didn't you see her in the kitchen county house?
yeah, for sure. All right, what do we want next? Well, I was going to say maybe we should just do like best and worst plot lines, maybe.
Okay.
Do you have a little echo, Jamie?
Touching on everything. I mean, I don't hear anything on my end, but let me see, make sure I have everything. Yeah, I only have the camera unmuted, so it shouldn't be echoey on my end.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything different on my end, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hear it. You know, I was going to say though, if we do best and worst of overall though, then we're going to end up duplicating a lot of other ones. So maybe we shouldn't do that. The more I think about it. How about best and worst red shirt?
Season 4.
Yeah,
Good
yes,
choice.
of season 4. I actually, my answer is the same for both, which is Patty. Because at the beginning, I was really, really annoyed with her with the whole like Roger scene. I don't know. A lot of what she did was really annoying. But I ended up liking her at the end, especially her scene where she's like, "What the fuck is happening?" Because that's what we're all thinking. I loved that. But I also was so pissed at her in the car when she was like flipping out and Boyd had to grab the gun back off of her. That part annoyed me. So yeah, for me, she was best and worst this season, but in different pieces. What about you guys?
I can't think of the best.
You went with Patty. Okay, I'll go with Clara then. If we can still call her a red shirt.
All right,
what do you think?
For best or for worst?
Blue shirt.
Or best. Just because of the reveal that she had been a mole or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's more of a minor character than a red shirt. I look at Patty as more of a red shirt.
I feel like she's more a sleeper agent than a mole.
Yeah.
That too. Who else? I know I see Lucas says Roger was the worst. Dieter says Roger was the best. What do you guys think about? Sorry, were you not done, Jason? I didn't mean to cut you off if you weren't done.
There was. No, yeah, we can.
Okay.
I want to know what they said too. I was thinking of my worst. I think it's I haven't, and I don't even know if the person has a name. It was when it was early in the season. They came into Victor's room. Victor was in his room, and this lady came in and said, "Are you okay, Victor?" She was like out of the side of the screen, and she just looked awkward.
Yeah,
I know they directed her to do that, but
yeah, we talked. I remember we had that conversation.
Did you guys talk about that too?
No, I was on your show talking about that.
Was it? Yeah, like they brought it up. I didn't even notice it, but I was like, okay, yeah, she does look awkward.
Yeah, she was annoying.
But probably on purpose.
Maybe.
Yeah, Patty was definitely
she asked if Victor was okay, and then she's like, okay, bye. And then she just left.
She did it, Alice. See ya.
Yeah. That's my worst.
What's that?
Maybe I'll go with Colonial Guy for my best. I don't know.
All right. Thank you,
Best?
Arthur.
Okay.
I would have knocked out Claire and ran.
That's
I'm
awesome.
assuming that's in response to Elgin. So yes, I definitely agree that he should have tried to do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Kelly.
Oh no, that's okay.
Putting some of
I
these
can
up.
never remember which one's Colonial Man.
The guy
the-
drinking
the
out of the
two.
skull.
The one in
The
the
skull
actual
guy?
outfit or
Skull
Yeah,
guy.
uniform?
the only past life version of Jade that actually talked.
With the skull?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
call him
with the
skull
skull.
guy.
Yeah.
So is he your best or worst? Sorry, I missed which.
I'll go with him as my best. Yeah, or Boulder guy, because I don't know. There's something funny about
Yeah.
him to me.
Or the violin under Boulder.
Yeah, it's just hilarious.
Yes.
The violin is on top.
A red shirt. If he counts as a red shirt, he's definitely one of my favorite. I love that.
Okay.
That was definitely great.
This Boulder studied at Berkeley School of Music.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
Juilliard.
Oh, maybe it was Juilliard. I'm sorry.
I thought that's what you said before. My
Oh, I
Robert
just like
said
making new ones.
Robert said, my biggest disappointment was the creators post season 3 and 4 interviews stating that the master plan is really just a skeleton outline and everything is subject to change. Assuming that might be partially in response to the interview I had done, I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like to some extent that's true of all shows to some extent.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, yes, they added Clara, and that was completely not in the plans. And I know I think they said they added the fact Man in Yellow transformed. But I mean, to me, like, I feel like it has to be fluid somewhat, because otherwise, if it's too rigid, then it doesn't, I don't know, like when things come up, it doesn't fit right to me.
Or like in the first season when Scott McCord proved like a really good actor, they didn't want to kill his character off. There's little things like that. Like in the pilot script, they had Jade in a bikini and he was supposed to be an 18-year-old girl. Things change.
Yeah.
People go through changes. The town's going through changes. Jade's going through change.
But yeah, I think something's changing. They have to also change other things around to fix them and make them work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and they also don't know how long they're going to get either. I feel like is the other thing. Like when they started, they didn't necessarily know, oh, we're going to get exactly 5 seasons, which we want. Like they might have thought, because I know he's mentioning about like when they changed Tabitha going back to the real world in a different season, but maybe like they were afraid they weren't going to get to season 5 and tell certain things, and I don't know. I'm just,
Yeah.
question. Like,
Well,
what
that's
it
always
could
the thing showrunners, have to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens of every other show. Yellow Jackets is like that. We have the beginning, the middle, the end planned. That's what you do. You have the big finish. You know how it's going to end. You just, write in the flesh.
As long as it's not like Lost, then it's okay. I like Lost. I like the ending of Lost, but I do know that they seem to, for parts of it, went a little like they didn't know where to go because I think part of that though was the strike and everything. But
Yeah.
I definitely think they came up with stuff last minute for Lost. I'm sorry, for Lost. All right. Anything else about red shirts?
Well, did you want me to give me mine?
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
My let's see here. Where is this? Oh, my favorite red shirt was An Kui Kid number 10.
Is that the one that plays?
That was the one that Jade met in the grave when he was tripping and he said Aunt Cooey and Jade went, ah! And I thought it was really funny.
That was hilarious, yeah.
Kids got really good timing.
Mhm.
That was good. That was good.
And my worst red shirt was Roger because Roger should have pulled that rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a rope. He's kind of like the Elgin of the red shirts. Here's a rope. I think I'll just pull it. I won't ask anybody else. I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, and then what's really annoying is after he did that, then he got mad because Donna wanted to pull them all the way in, and it's like, well, you pulled it up, right?
Insufferable.
Yeah. I don't think he meant to though.
And
I
then,
don't
and
know.
then he got to live twice.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like the idea of when they say like a button, like it's there, you push it, right? So I guess you see a rope, you pull it. I can kind of
Chekhov's rope, yeah.
Yeah. I could kind of see that. Let's see. Robert says about the major changes was Clara was the mole, Victor's supposed to die in season 1, and Tabby was supposed to go to the real world in the last season. Bookmarks. Yes. They have changed a lot. They have changed a lot. But I mean, I like that they added things. I'm glad that they came up with the whole man and I mean, not that I still want to see Doug. I love Doug. Don't get me wrong, but I like that they came up with the idea of him transforming because I think that completely changed the story, right? And like they wouldn't have had any Sophia or anything if they hadn't done that. So
yeah, but I thought he would transform more, and you know who I thought he'd transform into was Jim.
Yeah. Yeah,
That would
same.
have been perfect, and that would have been even more evil than what the Man in Yellow is up to, because Jim would have just been walking around, he would have been hugging Ethan, and he would have been talking to Julie, and it'd been real sinister.
Okay, I gotta talk about something funny here.
Right.
So I'm convinced that he's gonna be Elgin next season.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and so Nathan popped into the stream last night and he was like sitting outside on his porch. Okay, the cast just got their scripts like Monday, right? Or they had their first table read on Monday. And
some of them
Nice.
started filming, I think, this week.
yeah, and when he popped on, he was sitting outside and he's like, yeah, sorry, I had the most time right now because I'm just sitting out here running lines for an audition. I'm like, sure, an audition. I was giving him shit about it because I'm like, obviously he can't say anything if he's in the show, but
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm pretty sure he is.
it could be. I think she will transform into him because otherwise, what was the point of
Yeah.
saying the line, I can only transform into people that died or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then like it definitely seemed that way. And I question, you talk about like frustrating things we didn't get the answer to, although I didn't expect to get the answer to this. Is also Ghost Jim, if it is Ghost Jim, because I still also question that since she said that, and then there was the whole point about her taking Jim's tooth. I think she might have been Jim or might at some point be Jim too. He, she, I'm saying she now, but he, she, it. Whatever
You know, the more and more
Yeah.
that I talk about, like I think about teeth, the more I think that the Man in Yellow might be the Tooth Fairy on some level.
Possibly.
Like taking teeth, but a darker version, of course.
Mhm.
And not giving dollars back either. That's really not a nice guy.
Yeah.
Not even leaving a quarter.
He leaves somebody else's tooth.
Oh yeah. Well, you can always put it back in your mouth, I guess. I feel like
It's like take a penny, leave a penny, but
yeah.
yeah, it's like take a penny, leave a penny, but with teeth.
It's a tooth, yeah. Because I thought maybe like Doug Hughes's character, maybe he had like a little like empty spot for a tooth, and they just picked up like one of Sophia's teeth and just popped it in there, and that's how he became Sophia. He could be a dog if he's got a dog tooth in there. He could be Gus. He just pops that thing in there and goes.
See, okay, here's the big thing that I'm looking forward to that I think will be exciting is if the Man in Yellow is Elgin next season. He's got a good reason to be, not just because Elgin's body is intact, but because Elgin did not tell anybody how he lost his eye. And, he told Boyd in 401, the truth always has a way of coming to the surface. And so I think the Man in Yellow could decide to cause some unrest by telling everybody that by pretending to be Elgin and telling everybody that Boyd took his eye out, like not even including Sarah in it, just straight up saying, Boyd did it.
Ooh, yeah, that would cause some drama. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mixing it up.
Yeah.
Exposing all the lies.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I thought that was going to happen earlier on. I thought that like Sophia would, because so they had a whole big her big entry point where she's like, oh, this is my favorite part, this is where they tear each other apart, and then we almost got that when she was in the hallway when like Randall and Julie were arguing, and Murray and Christy were arguing. And I thought, this is going to escalate. Somebody's going to hit somebody. Somebody's going to stab somebody. Something's going to happen. You know?
It's
like
going to
they're
get ugly
physically-
next season.
Yeah, you think they're physically going to go at each other?
I think it's going to get real ugly. I don't think that the tunnel group is going to, I don't think they're making it back. I think they're immediately going to go into hiding. All 5 of them, including Fatima, because I think Fatima will be able to control it and it'll end up.
Oh, you think Ellis is going to hang down there with her?
No, I think all 5 of them are going to go. I think she'll be fine, actually. I really think she'll be fine and she'll be able to control it. But I think all 5 of them are going to go hide out somewhere because I don't think Tabitha the thing is Jade and Tabitha are kind of a package deal at this point. They can't be on opposite sides. And nobody's going to, if Fatima is okay and she can control it and she's harmless, I don't think anybody's going to trust her. I think they'll still be scared of her. And Ellis is not going to, Ellis is going to want to protect her. And I think that the town will be turning on Jade and possibly Tabitha next season because of all the shit that happened after taking the bottle tree out. And I think they're all going to go into hiding. And I think we'll even see Ethan and Julie just straight up thinking that Tabitha's dead for a while because she doesn't want to put them in danger by letting them know where she is. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. See,
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I kind of questioned that she may come back human and like they just won't tell anybody what happened. Because if you think about it, like the only ones that know about it are the ones in the cave. So my thoughts were they could all just agree not to say anything, because if she comes back human and she can control it, like that could be a really big plus. Although I would hope they'd still at least tell Donna and Kenny. But I'm just saying, like, I could see that happening, like her showing up and them being like, and not know what to do, but then they just keep their mouths shut.
I know that makes sense too. I mean, I think ultimately what could happen is another way I see it going is maybe Boyd goes back and by himself and just tests the waters, makes up a story like he lost the others, but you know, as far as he knows, they're not dead. He lost them and he's going to go back out to look for them. And that's going to be his story as far as like what he's going to use to test the waters and see how people might try to gauge what their reaction would be, how they're feeling about Jade and Tabitha and how they would feel if somebody became like, maybe he'll start a conversation. Like what if one of us became a monster and, you know, but they were
hypothetically.
I feel like if he said that though, they would know who he was talking about and be like, she turned into a monster.
Yeah.
So we just say we have the monster that gave birth to another monster, and now she's. I mean, I didn't mean to say she's a monster. I'm sorry. Hypothetically.
But no, I mean, he could say something like, you know, if we did find Fatima, what are we going to do with her? Because she might be a threat, and people, and then maybe he'll wait for people to say like, no, that's not true. We'd still accept her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I could see him like going back by himself to suss out the situation and then report back. He's like, yeah, they don't want to see any of you guys, so I'm just going to hide out here with you guys.
Just you, me, and my grandkid.
It does make me wonder though, because I know I always questioned it. I thought it's not. I mean, I assume if anybody knows ahead, Harold Perrineau might know ahead. And I remember during the roundtable last season, he said something about like how the town was going to be divided. And I feel like that never happened. And I never understood that statement. And it makes me wonder if maybe like he meant later and thought like mixed up when it was or something. Cause no one's ever really brought it up, but I just remember him saying it and then thinking later after the fact, like, what was that specifically talking about?
Well, there might be in the 5th season, there might be our friend Patty, you know, Patty Melt. the woman of many names. Well done, Patty.
Yeah.
That she might actually start something against Jade, because remember, Jade said, like, all the Jades have been killed by the town.
Right.
You know, and Tabby even got it worse, no matter what that means. But what if little Patty Melt got in her head that Jade's a problem,
Yeah.
and made a little cult around Colony House that said, I want to go after Jade, and she gets some other red shirts behind her going, yeah, he's the problem. And then everybody else goes to the town. They only got like about 3 talismans now, so they gotta be in 2 separate places.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like I try to figure out who's going to be the instigator, and I think it's got to be like Patty. If Patty's going to like lose her mind, think that they have to kill Jade for the, like maybe Sophie gets in her head and says, you got to kill this guy, it's for the curse to end.
I could see that.
Yeah, something like that. So that would separate them into 2 different factions.
Yeah.
I wonder though if
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say though, I do question though if somebody does go after Jade, like I would wonder that they might give it to somebody that has been in the story more as opposed to her, because she hasn't really done a whole lot. But I don't know.
It could be Evil Elgin.
Yeah, well, he would be
Yeah.
on her team too. I think Evil Elgin and Clara would all be over there.
Yeah.
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 Let's see. Lucas says Fatima's last line to Ellis makes it sound like she's losing her humanity, but Ellis and Boyd will try to save her, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows yet.
Yeah, I think she's assuming she won't turn back, but I think she's either going to be able to turn. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she can't go out in the sunlight after this, but I feel like she's got to be still part human. As I've said before, I only think that because I think that storyline's much more interesting than she's a monster. The end, because that to me is boring. So that's why, Mercy says maybe she'll be a good monster and try to help the town out. I would like that. And hey, I'm still sticking to my theory that everybody thinks is crazy, that I've said from the beginning, that when I watched episode 7, I wondered that since she's becoming more human, if Smiley's, or becoming more monster, if Smiley's becoming a little more human, and maybe eventually could help them somehow. But
Whoa.
I don't know. That was my crazy theory.
Like redemption arc for the nightmare creatures. Like
I don't know about redemption, and I don't think he's going to.
But they might get uncursed at the end.
For that actually immediately makes me think, for anybody in my generation, especially anyone who's female, that immediately brought to mind the Gem and the Holograms cartoon, when Kimber was like the good girl who was kind of edgy, and then Stormer was the bad girl who, with the heart of gold, and the 2 of them like joined up.
I don't remember the storylines of it. I don't remember that much, but I know I watched that show and liked it when I was growing up. I think I had dolls or something. Like, I feel like I had like a gem doll at some point.
I had a lot of them.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, is that it with red shirts? Do we want to move on? I don't want to move on if you guys have more.
We spent a surprisingly long time on red shirts.
We did.
Somebody
all right.
should.
How about this one? I think everybody probably has the same answer, but how about number 17? Most underused actor.
Mine's probably different than yours.
Oh, really? I figure everybody's going to say Samantha Brown. So.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that Acosta was more underused than anybody.
Okay.
I mean, there's other ones that were too, but I feel like she was the one that had annoyed me the most. Elgin, I think they kind of did bad too, but
Yeah.
Acosta
But Acosta had a story that built up through the first part of the season, and then you're expecting an outcome, and the outcome doesn't come.
Right.
Yeah.
I honestly got to go with Cortian on this, because I think he's got plenty of range as an actor. They just don't give him anything to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, maybe he'll get something to do in the 5th season.
Maybe. Yeah.
Who's that?
Doesn't
I
do
know you
anything.
said, did you say his real name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cortian Moore, Ellis.
Yeah.
Ellis, okay. Yeah.
Everybody says he doesn't do anything, but I remember somebody posted something on Facebook, like where they actually listed everything he's done, and he actually has done a lot of stuff. I think the problem is it just usually like kind of like boring in the background stuff that you don't pay attention to, you know?
Yeah.
The only thing that
okay.
sticks out to me, I mean, I don't know, but the only thing right now that sticks out to me, I can think of that he absolutely did was shutting that door on Roger.
Mhm.
That was not a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I could see that.
Yeah, I see. Knox says Acosta. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anybody? Who else? Anybody else?
Maybe he'll do the romantic thing and be a monster with Fatima in the caves. They could be a beautiful monster couple.
Yes.
Well, if Fatima stays a monster, she is nothing is interfering with my fat boy ship. Fatima and Cowboy Monster.
Well, maybe that's gonna happen.
Because
It's gonna
that's the
happen.
best
It's
ship
gonna
name.
flower now. They're in the caves.
Yeah. It's gonna be the Smiley Fat Boy family.
Ooh.
I always thought Smiley was married to the librarian girl too, so we could bring her in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
Maybe. I see a couple Sarahs in the chat. RC
Yeah,
says,
I had Avery Conrad as mine.
"Oh, that was yours."
That was
What-
mine.
Are you? I guess I want to say, like, I thought she had some important things this season. Maybe not enough, I guess, is true. But I feel
Yeah,
like she had,
I feel like she was Acosta. She got a build up with like Sophia and the water thing and hearing voices in the picture and all that, and then she ended up not really doing anything else.
Yeah.
It never really manifested something bigger.
yeah.
I guess
she
it was just a side game that the man in yellow was playing.
Problem is there,
Yeah.
and we've said this before. There's too many characters. They just can't fit them all in. You know.
That's like Jen says, they had to kill them all.
I just want to. Maze is right. Cowboy actually is called Western Star. I don't
Western
know
Star.
why.
It
Okay.
is.
Cowboy Star or something like that. It's definitely like
Well,
Star. I don't know.
he will always be Cowboy to me because I need my fat boy crack ship.
It makes me wonder though if he's supposed to be like playing as a cowboy, like he's an actor or something. It's kind of interesting if that was what he
Yeah,
was.
I think he's supposed to be like a John Wayne type, like an old
Yeah.
country star. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any more? Or is that
Yeah, you guys said yours. Mine was Doug. I wanted to see more Doug as the man in yellow.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I think we
I
all
don't
want to
think
see.
we saw enough. Yeah, we got a lot of Sophia. Saw him transform a couple of times, but yeah, I
Yeah.
could have used more of him. He's just such a great actor and in his scenes.
Yeah, I'd like to see more too. I the only thing that I think though in question like is if they do it too much, then it's not as special like when we see him. But I do think they could
That's
have
true.
done a little more maybe.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Well, as soon as they figure out who he is, he can just be in full flower man in yellow goodness.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next season we'll get just him.
Because
That
he
would be
doesn't have to be shy. He can just be there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get more flashbacks of him. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julie
Like when he
Siemens.
came into town as a carny.
Yeah, me and Scarlet agree that he brought the carousel in, right?
Yeah. And
That-
the Ferris wheel. Because they're
That would
drawing the
crack
Ferris
me
wheel.
up. Like I want him to be the I want it to turn into a from Welcome to Dairy crossover.
Exactly.
Oh, you guys are funny.
Oh man.
All
Well,
right.
He could have had one truck and he could have gotten lost from the rest of them, and he was the one that got lost and got the from, but he only had
Yeah.
the Ferris wheel and the carousel horse. That's the one.
That is odd.
I can see Doug Hughes saying, "Step right up, step right up."
Yeah.
Oh, you're
But I
funny.
don't watch Lost, nor do I watch Dairy, so it's not repetitive for me.
B said Costa.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Hey, Beehive Girl.
Hello, everybody. Got a lot of people in the chat. I'm trying to
Yeah.
pick and choose because we do got a lot of people. So what next? Do you guys have a preference? Somebody else pick it this time. I'm looking at the list. One of you pick a number.
Pick a number.
Best line, number 4.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I have an easy answer for that one. Remember
I
who I was.
That's
I
That's a
started.
good one.
I mean, I every time I rewatch it, as soon as she says that, I start crying.
Yeah, it was sad. I don't mine still though. She had reasons.
Yeah.
From Dawn. That was my favorite one from the get go. As soon as I heard it,
That was
so
hilarious.
that's still mine. I also like the Coach Kenny thing, but
Yeah.
but I think reasons is my favorite.
Yeah, I wrote a whole song around that line.
Well, what is
You
that?
ever
Your
heard it,
Remind me when
Jamie?
that line was said.
No, it's a call and response gospel song. It's like, woman needs dirt, she had reasons. Julie's a flirt, she had reasons. You know, so on.
Oh yeah, I remember you singing that. But what is that from again? For some reason I'm blanking.
I want to say is it episode 1? It's either episode 1 or episode 2. It's whenever Christy's fixing Elgin's eye and Dawn is, saying what happened to him, that Sarah stabbed his eye out or whatever, and she's like, she had reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I love that. It's like
none of you said when I was thinking of was Acosta's to Patty.
Oh.
Boy, you better shut her the fuck up or whatever she said.
Yeah.
That's my favorite line. She turned
That's
around. I
good.
just started laughing when she said that. Every time I see
Yeah.
that scene.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Also,
that's pretty
Patty, you just reminded me too. Patty, like I said earlier, her saying what the fuck is happening or what the fuck is going on, whatever she says in that scene to Roger is great, just because it's like, I think what we're all thinking. Oh, this is a good one.
I want to. I was just gonna bring that up. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Landscaping is not an option. Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, that and Boyd's. I don't fucking like you. That was hilarious.
Wait, Boyd said that to who?
Was that to
Boyd said that to
Jade?
God.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. He was busy yelling.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
All right, what about you two?
Oh, I have a whole paragraph. My best line is TV's Doug Hughes in a scene with Tabitha when he says, and I'm gonna say the whole thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Jim was so brave. I really liked him. I kept one of his teeth, you know. And then Tabby says, Did you bring me here to kill me? I'm like, kill you? Heavens no. We've been through so much together, you and I. You're as close to a friend as I've ever had. You and Jade, you're doing so well this time. I wouldn't dream of killing you. Not yet. I know it's more than a line, but I bet she has reasons is my funniest. So
yeah. She had reasons. What about you, Nia? Do you have a different
Mine,
one?
it was the Acosta line. That was fine.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's when I got confused when you said you too, and I was like, what?
Yeah, no. Sorry.
I think we all said ours.
Yeah, we did. I just blanked out there for a second. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to 15, because you mentioned Kelly, you mentioned what Fatima said made you cry. Well,
Yeah.
What's the scenes that most made you cry this season? Besides
that's definitely mine.
I can say mine. Jade talking about his grandmother when little Jade was there in his trip.
Oh
scene.
yeah.
That was very, very emotional for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's good.
I think my biggest one though was Marielle and Chris. Well, more so Marielle and Christy, but more so even when Boyd came in after Marielle.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, I cried a lot during that episode, but that was the
See, but I have these things. I have that one under best acting. I don't want to put the same ones down all the time, so I was trying to vary it.
Oh, okay. I told you, I have a lot of them that overlap.
That's true.
But I was trying to think of some other time when I teared up, and that was when Jade was,
No, that's a good one too.
talking about his grandmother and having to play the violin because he didn't want to stop playing because that meant, reality would come,
Yeah.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
What else? Any other ones? I feel like there's a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Bring up.
There's one
Yeah,
for
that
me
was my
that was
big
either
one.
early or middle season. Trying to think.
Yeah. I feel like there was a lot, but now I'm like, now that I'm trying to think of it, I'm blanking.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? When because I honest the Ethan and Donna, like when Ethan was talking to Donna when she was unconscious, that I teared up at that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did
Or
too.
even when he said she was saying she was gonna die, like, and sorry, Dieter, that's my phone. It's loud. Somebody's sending me a text message for something I muted. So didn't know you guys could hear it. Yeah, even when he's saying that he wants to tell Donna goodbye because she's gonna die because everybody dies. That was awful. Yeah. Also Jim. That's the other thing I was gonna say. When Julie and Ethan find Jim,
Yeah.
that made me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else? More you guys can think of?
No,
I think season 4. Yeah, I think that was about it.
those are the ones.
Oh, any Henry and Victor moments?
Yeah, there were sad things between them. And the thing at the end, I feel like whenever Victor punched his father at the end, like when he was going to shoot him, that scene was sad.
Yeah.
And also, I got another one, but this was under one of my other categories too. But one of the ones I thought was really sad is when Boyd is handcuffing Victor. That was one of my least favorite scenes, and I say least favorite not because like it was acted amazing, but it's my least favorite because I felt so awful in that moment. Like,
Yeah.
which means it was good, but it's just like
Mhm.
like how number one, how could he do that? Kenny let him do it. Tabitha,
Yeah.
even more pissed me off at that moment. You talk about being frustrated with the character. The fact that she just like at first was like, why are you doing that? And then like completely didn't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Yeah, I have another one with Henry, his whole leaving in a jet plane thing as well.
Oh yeah.
That whole scene. I mean, him just throughout
Yeah,
the
that was really
season.
good.
Yeah, him throughout the season just losing it, and then when he sees like Victor and what he would be like the other life, and then he thinks Eloise is coming back and all that, and all the emotion that he feels like, oh, this must be reality. We never got to see Eloise. I wish we would have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
Victor-
Robert Joy was good all the way through. He really nails it.
Victor at Miranda's grave was really tear jerking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking at the end whenever I sort of said that I was going to say whenever Henry was going to shoot Victor, whenever Victor's like, you were supposed to, he says something like you were supposed to help me or protect me or something. I forget exactly what he says, but that was definitely sad.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Kaiser says I cried from all the wasted time on the Golem. Me too. I don't know. I still think the Golem story. I mean, I think it could come back, but most of me thinks it's just that was the story and that's it. So
I think that's what turned her into a monster, honestly.
Mm.
Because she said like when that happened with Kenny, she was finishing up the Golem. She was like finishing it up when that happened, and she said building it made her feel strong. And I think that was the Golem's work, was turning her into a monster that could, in a good way, which is a big reason why I think she's going to be okay next season, because I think the Golem basically turned her into kind of the townspeople's weapon, or what could be the townspeople's weapon. She's still Fatima, but she can control the monsters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because of the Golem. That's my guess.
I was really surprised when they had the storm that the Golem, being as heavy as it is, didn't fall through the sword.
Yeah.
Didn't fall through all the floors of County House and hit an unexpected red shirt and just land on them. Comic book style, like cartoon style.
I do have a beef. I do have one big beef about the Golem storyline, though. So Fatima has this whole empty room in the attic to build a golem, and there are still people like sleeping
Doubling up
like
on the roof.
shoulder to shoulder.
Woman
That's true.
needs dirt. She needs some dirt.
Yeah.
I guess the attic is
That's her
arts and
bedroom.
crafts.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she had at least done it in their bedroom or something, it would have made more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is nobody using that giant attic room? Like, but there's so much unused space in Colony House.
Yeah, it's so weird when there's 20 people in the front room and then there's all these bedrooms. That make
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Donna, do you want a roommate? No, I don't. I guess please tend to a chair, okay?
He says maybe something about making the golem and having some feelings of hope will be the reason she ends up not going full monster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just hope that there's more to it because I don't know. I just feel like that was a dumb scene and we're not going to see it again. But I'd like to believe we will and that there's something with it. Because otherwise, what was the point? I mean, I guess I get what the point was. The point was that it helped her, but yeah, I don't know. Code Knox says one of my favorite scenes is when Sophia eavesdrops on Julia and Randall. I can't even say their names right. Julie and Randall. It made her character fascinating to me. That
Yeah.
was
Well, you can get mixed up because it's Julia too, so you can get.
yeah, I know. That's why I keep saying
there.
that.
Yeah.
Keep saying that. All right. Somebody pick another one. I'll let one of you guys pick it.
13.
13, which is that's best red shirt. We did that.
We did it? Okay.
Unless maybe I
I was just
I
saying
haven't-
random numbers.
oh,
No,
okay.
Never looking at the list.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I was gonna say.
Do you have a
Say
new
another
one
number.
you don't think is
Another
on there,
number.
Kelly?
Another number.
Yeah. Oh boy. I like Biggest Thrill. Number
Oh, biggest thrill. Oh yeah.
11.
Number 11.
that for me was the whole scene with Kenny.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
Yeah, I was
that's
on the
a
edge of
good
my
one.
seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
just
old
wanna-
Kenny was gone for.
Sorry, I just want to pause once I can bring up Drax says Fatima could be a figurative golem that she protects her town from the other monsters. That would
Yep.
be cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm holding out hope that it's more. I just don't know that it is. Sorry, go ahead. Thrilling. Yes, Kenny is my favorite too, or not?
You know-
not favorite, but you know what I mean. Most thrilling favorite.
I'm so glad that he got that whole cool, like, you know, he turned into such an action hero at that moment, and I'm so glad for that. He deserves that so much. Ricky Heat is a phenomenal actor. He really is. And
I heard he has a great singing voice.
yeah, same.
Voice of an angel, and I've never heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, he supposedly has an amazing singing voice. But yeah, he's such a phenomenal actor, and I kind of feel bad for him because he's in so many scenes with Boyd. And I mean, I don't know that anybody, like, he holds his own in every scene, but I don't, like, it's really hard to compete with Harold Perrineau, and I think it kind of overshadows him a little bit, you know? And I feel like people probably don't realize just how good of an actor he is, because he really is so good. So I'm glad he had that moment, you know?
Yeah, he was also underutilized. I just want to add that he was underutilized.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else? Any other thrilling scenes? What do you guys think?
I have 2 words in mind.
Go ahead.
Doug Hughes.
I think the whole thing with the storm and you know, and the sky going dark, I thought that was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except nothing happened after the storm, though. I know I said that before, and it might have been when she was taking the talismans. We don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I thought something else was going to happen after the storm, like it was going to cause something, and then it just sort of petered out.
It healed Randall's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys notice that too?
Yeah.
That would have been great.
People
No,
seem to heal faster in
Yeah.
Fromville, though.
Yeah.
Christy's
Some.
leg didn't seem to be bothering her as much. I don't
Some
even know
heal
if
really,
she was in the
some
boot.
heal really quick, like Ellis did when he got stabbed, and other people take a
Yes.
slower time.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Stabbed in the
eye.
I
lung.
guess it's just whatever the entity wants.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Got stabbed in the lung. Ethan probably, I feel like Ethan should have died from his table leg injury. I mean,
in real life, probably
yeah.
he would have gotten an infection or something. And
Yeah.
it's
Ethan's almost died so many times though. You almost think he might be the man in yellow.
Yeah.
Destructible.
All right. What else? Any other thrilling ones? You said Man in Yellow. That's true. His scenes.
Well,
were good.
I think anytime he was on, just because he's captivating, just the way he plays it, kind of like a nice guy. You know, he's bringing out his nice Canadianness, like a nice guy. I mean, it's very much like Doug Hughes is, like he's a nice guy, but he used to be a bodyguard at a club, like in real life.
Wow.
So you wouldn't
Really?
mess with him. Yeah, you wouldn't mess with him. But he
Yeah.
is a nice guy. But don't ever screw him over.
Yeah.
And that's how he's kind of playing the man in yellow. This kind of like, oh yeah, you're my closest friends, and we have so much fun, and I wouldn't dream of killing you. Well, not yet.
Yeah, that was
You
good.
know, in
Yeah.
the nicest way possible. Well, nice to me, not nice to you, but nice to me.
I also think there was a lot of moments in the finale in general that had because you're talking about the lightning that had thrilling parts like the cave and everything. You know, that whole sequence was pretty good.
Yeah, we thought the monsters were gonna get him, and then we find out that they couldn't come into the light.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Sure.
That was
had a lot.
exciting.
What else? I don't know. Do you have
Sorry,
any
I'll be
more,
right back.
Neo?
I'm just going back to the dolls again. That's
Oh,
my
the dolls?
favorite.
No, yeah, that was thrilling. That was the
So
thrilling one.
abstract seeing these dolls. Yeah, it's different. It wasn't monsters. It wasn't like a man in yellow. It's just these dolls coming to life, attacking them.
Dolls, yeah.
The one was on fire for a little bit, and
Oh, Flamey McFlame Arms.
yeah, that's a good name, Scarlet. And then just walks away. It's just
That's our pet
crazy
name. That's
scene.
me and Beehive Girl's pet name is Flamey McFlame Arms.
Okay, good job, Beat.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Thanks, Dieter. What I was gonna say, I lost. Oh shit! Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I have a question for you guys. Although I guess it depends how many of them you watched or saw, but I was gonna say, what's something that would have been really thrilling or whatever, really good that was spoiled by the trailers that kind of made it
Ugh.
not as good because we found out ahead of time. I think for me it was whenever I saw they released a trailer with Sophia and her evil smile. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, when I saw it, I didn't. I'm glad I seen it before that. That's all I got to say because I wasn't able to be spoiled. But yeah, that still pissed me off, even though I knew about it. I was like, why? I don't know. Any other ones?
I would say like the reactions to Finding Jim. I mean, it kind of it made the whole thing with the bag less tense, you know, because
like showing the bag and stuff in the
yeah.
You figure it. He's in the bag. Yeah.
What else? See, I don't know. A lot of people don't watch the trailers. I've seen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't watch any of them. I watched the first one.
I stayed away after a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first that they dropped, so I knew about the dolls, but
yeah.
After that, I stopped watching, especially because of your chat would always say, "Oh, did you see this week's trailer? It reveals so much." So
yeah,
So I didn't watch any.
It's interesting though because I do feel like because I watched that first trailer too, and when I watched that was before the screeners came out, and I do feel like even knowing things though, like you're waiting for certain things, like you're talking about the dolls. Like I remember waiting for the dolls, and I don't know if that kind of. I don't know that it ruined my reaction, but I wonder if it would have been different, like being completely surprised about the dolls. But I actually think that first trailer did a good job of showing things without spoiling too much.
Yeah.
That was the only one. After that, I know got kind of bad, but
Yeah, I was beginning to feel underwhelmed by about the third episode, so I stopped watching the trailers because I felt like I had already watched the show.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they would show a lot of the major plot points in the trailer. At least with us, with the lives and everything, we could figure it out. And then by the time I was done, I was like, well, nothing much happened. Well, the problem is nothing much happened because I already knew. So when I stopped watching the trailers, I didn't know, so I was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
for certain plot points like the dolls, you knew they were coming, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Dieter has a good point. It's not even just the trailers. Now they put screenshots on social media. I remember they showed the teeth that Victor found. There's so many things they gotta like quit doing. Like
The notorious one from last season of the bracelet.
of the bracelet.
Yeah, they show the bracelet in the glove box when Tabby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, great! They just showed that, and we've been surprised that we saw that, but now we're not surprised."
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming, Robert. We're going to be having From Trivia again soon, though, so we'll be back before
Yeah.
10 months at least here. Yeah. Well, either way, people don't watch the trailers. That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting not to for shows.
I usually a lot of times don't see them because I don't have reason to watch them, but sometimes I want to watch them just to like because I'm curious how bad they screwed it up by showing things, you know.
I'm impatient. You know, well, they really screwed up last season. I mean, I got the screener, so it didn't ruin it for me, but they spoiled the Henry Victor reunion. Like,
Yeah.
they showed
No
it
way.
in the preview for that episode. It was kind of a bummer.
See, I don't think I've seen that trailer. I don't remember seeing it, but like I
Yeah,
said,
they would show almost parts of scenes too, like a little
Yeah.
clip of scene, and it'd be spoily.
Mhm.
I feel like the only way to me it's okay is if they show like the first scene because it's like you're watching it early. It's not exactly like a clip,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it has to be like the first, like the opening scene when they do
it's like
that.
a little preview instead of something with spoilery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
A little
it's marketing. It's not the writers and that's fault. I mean, they don't do that. But yeah, somebody needs to rehire different people to do their trailers, I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. Do you live in Dieter's asking if you live in Belgium, he wants screeners. Oh, you guys.
You know what is in Belgium though, Dieter? Rendezvous.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that website had been legit. I really do.
I love it that it's not. I love it's fan based. I give it
No,
props.
no. I'm glad at least they've like said that now and aren't like pretending it's not because it's kind of I don't like when people are lying and pretending it's legit.
I don't know if they were pretending or not. I think they just put it out there.
I got fooled at first.
I think they wanted people to be fooled, but now it says on the bottom it's fan run. And like I don't care. It's awesome. I don't care that it's fan run. I just don't like I've told you some of you guys have heard this story. You haven't all. For Lost, we did a lot of the web mazes and we did the fan ones and we did the official ones. And there was for a long time, we were doing this one that was run by somebody who said they were connected to ABC, who completely lied and were bullshitting us. And like none of it was legit in the end. And so I was burnt on that. And I just look at it as I love it. And I think it's cool if you're doing it, but don't like lie and pretend it's real because I don't want to waste time looking for clues that aren't really clues, you know, like just admit it. Then it's cool.
Yeah.
But that's because I was burned. That's the only reason I get upset about it is for that.
Yeah, but I do like the theory that the man in yellow might be behind the desk of Rendezvous. You know,
That would be cool. Yeah, that would definitely be
handing
cool.
out, going, "Oh, are you at a crossroads in your life? Do you plan to move?"
Oh yeah, it's great. I just wish the show that they'd make their own. You know, they need to finish.
Do you need to rent an RV to go to Yellowstone? I'm your man.
Could be fun. Somebody needs to make
Step right up.
a little web series with that. In fact, Doug should do that. He totally should do that. I know he probably wouldn't be allowed, but it'd be cool if he could, right?
Well, if he
Yeah.
turns
That'd be
out to
really
be,
cool.
he turns out to be a carny, you can walk right in that. I mean, that's what the suit is. It's a showman suit, right? A ringmaster, ringleader.
Yeah, it's such a crazy suit. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
baggy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
All right. What's next? I gotta, while you guys are, we'll pick one, and while you guys are talking, I gotta run and get my medicine I forgot to take.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Pick one so I know what you're talking about at least.
Okay. As soon as my notes come up, I'll pick one. My notes are not
Okay.
coming.
Well, I just meant that way I know at least what I'm
Okay.
talking.
Let's see here. Best song.
Yeah, I was intrigued by this one. I don't really understand. Are there that many songs we can pick from?
There's some.
I was confused.
It's I feel like that's a better question for the overall series, just because there's not a lot of variety. But I
There's
mean,
some
I'm
good
gonna
ones though. There's some good
Okay.
ones.
yeah.
Good morning.
I'm always
Good
gonna go
morning.
with Eternal Lullaby. I'm always gonna go with that. That's I mean that
Which
played
one
several
or
times.
when was that?
That played several times throughout season 3 and 4, but the first one that pops up is when all the Jades were playing it. But I'm yeah,
That
I'm
is
always
that
gonna
song? Okay. That
Yeah.
helped him remember.
No, he was
So-
playing something different on the Young Jade was playing something different on the violin. But no, Eternal Lullaby is the song that Jade played at the Bottle Tree. And that's just such a beautiful song.
Yeah,
I
I
love
really
it.
like that one.
Yeah.
There's some good ones in season 4. Good morning. The Good Morning song by Soul Asylum.
Yeah.
That wakes Acosta up. That cites basically Jim. Like a little bit of teaser with Jim, a little bit of trolling.
Yeah. Yep. I like Dr. My Eyes was great. It was a great addition.
Dr. My Eyes, great. A little bit like I think it's a little kind of a shout out to Elgin.
Yeah.
It could be. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Leaving on a Jet Plane.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with that. Yeah,
That's a great song. That's a great
Henry's rendition on the whatever you call that little piano thing.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. I do too.
And again, I guess Blue was in the background of a couple of the Henry scenes,
Right.
which is all out to everything. Which I never understood why that was Jim and Tabitha's song, because if you read the words of it, I'm like, I don't understand why this is a love song. It seems
I know.
like
I know, me too.
you get it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird choice.
Yeah, it's about like strung out people and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I know.
Are there any other ones on your list, Scarlet? Any
Yeah,
other
I'm trying
songs?
to, I thought you got this list.
I mean, not the list, but of the songs that you thought of.
Oh, let me
Any more
think.
songs?
No, I think that was pretty much about it on that. I can just pick another thing off the list. Let's
Can we do
see.
number 16? Best monster.
Oh yeah, best monster, worst monster. Yeah. You can go with that.
Milkman. Milkman, definitely.
Milkman. Any particular
Is your
lines in the
best?
Milkman?
He
You like-
was fucking hilarious because he when he like faked out Kenny.
Oh, right. It's like, ah.
That's so funny. I loved it.
You have a worst
Yeah.
monster?
Muted Jamie.
Worst.
I didn't realize I was muted. I'm talking. I was muted.
Oh no. When'd you come
No,
back?
what I love
I've been
you were
looking at
talking
my
about
notes.
songs.
We
I was
moved
just-
on from the song, but do you have a favorite
Yeah.
song?
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite song, Jamie?
I liked Good Morning, Good Morning.
Yeah.
I liked how they played that.
Yeah, I like how it kind of trolled Acosta.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of trolled on Jim as well.
I'm just laughing at Bill. The jukebox should play Solid as a Rock.
Yeah. And Jade, yeah.
MGM says you can listen to most of the original tracks and score on the composer's website, including Eternal Lullaby. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, what else did I miss? You guys had started to talk about something else, but I missed what it was because I couldn't hear you from in there.
We're talking good monster, bad monster,
Good
best
monster.
monster, worst monster.
Yeah.
I mean, I think best monsters are Smiley and also Fatima now. I think that counts as best monster.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know about worst monster. There's not really a monster I don't like.
Oh no, not any of them.
I don't dislike why I don't really have a reason to dislike any of them.
I do.
Okay.
Smiley's on my shit list just because he called Fatima mother.
Interesting.
Somebody brought that up for a quote earlier. I meant to put it up and I forgot for the
But yes, she didn't say she didn't like him because he killed Marty.
Yeah, that too. That too. No, I am actually very upset about that because I really liked Marielle.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, I was hoping that her and Randall and Julie would talk about the Cicada 3 sometime. Get their
Yeah.
notes together. It's not going to happen now.
Seriously.
See, I don't dislike Marielle, but out of everybody, she's probably who I would have chosen if I had to pick somebody to get rid of, just because they needed to cut the cast. So,
It makes the most sense.
yeah, there's too many people.
Yeah.
But I don't dislike her. I did like her.
I really like the monster with the veil.
Oh, the bride.
The bride, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not for anything that she's done, but I just think it looks really cool, really creepy when she wears that veil down and is walking.
There are theories that she's pregnant.
Really?
There's a lot of people that look at that bride and see there's a bump.
I don't know about that. I like that we saw the server, the waitress, that when she grabbed Julie's hair. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
She got kind of a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Swingcoat Sally? Is that the other one's name?
Swingcoat Sally?
Cool to see.
I call her TV's Beth Rogers, but you can call her Swingcoat Sally.
Swingcoat Monster. I don't know if I heard Swingcoat Sally, but I like it.
Oh, okay.
Papa Socks had a question. He said, Henry singing, it reminded me of him asking the town what they do for fun. Anyone think he's more like Christopher than Jade now and dangerous to Victor? Well, I definitely think he's dangerous to Victor because he tried to kill him, but is he still dangerous to Victor? Possibly. I don't know. I don't know that he's like Christopher. Yeah, I don't know. Anything to add? No.
Oh, well,
he's definitely dangerous to Victor.
Yeah.
Agree with that part.
Yeah. Papa said he just reminded me of Miranda hiding Victor from Christopher. Similarities. Yeah, true. B says, I don't like the cheerleader monster very much, but I don't like cheerleaders very much. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. I would agree with that.
I was going to pick that one B for my least favorite. No reason, but
yeah.
Just saw her a couple times.
Yeah, MGM says sad they never brought back the black lady monster from the massacre. I don't know what happened to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mod girl.
Yeah, the one that she was in. I just remember her from the massacre. We haven't. Then again, we haven't.
I call her the mod monster because she has a little mod bob and that white kind of a white mod dress.
Yeah, she does. We haven't seen Jasmine again either, but I know that was the whole casting thing or whatever. So, yeah.
So we have to think that's that, and then monsters just don't change the form around. Or Jasmine just goes into the caves and just stays there for a while.
Yeah.
I like Cowboy. I like Cowboy Monster too.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I don't dislike any of them really, but I guess if I could pick one, I probably would say the cheerleader just because we haven't seen her very much. Not really any reason other than that.
Yeah, we're all ganging up on the cheerleader.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, generally, cheerleaders are not so nice. Not always, but at least in pop culture, they tend to be not so nice.
Yeah.
All right.
There's one buff guy that one of my co-hosts, Bridget, really likes.
Oh,
He's not the cowboy, but he's like
guy.
buff and has his
Oh,
sleeves
yeah.
rolled up. I think she really likes him.
Yeah, I think that's the mechanic. At least I
Mechanic,
think-
okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's mechanic, professor. Who else? There's a librarian. I think who all there is. The kid that said he knows Julie, which I hope at some point they're going to get to and has to do with story walking.
Yeah, he was
Mhm.
in the cave too when Fatima was giving birth.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything to that. I think he was just trying to mess with her. You know what I mean?
Let's get her to stay outside.
Yeah. Yeah, because he probably figured, like she's around his age, so he could probably mess with her more easily. Like make her
Maybe.
think that she knows him.
It's interesting that we never seen him again. At least I don't think we have. You said he was in the caves, or were you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, he was there when Smiley was reborn.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
The nurse. Yeah, there's a nurse. I forgot about the nurse one.
There's 2 nurses. But
Well, I
one of
think-
them,
Interesting.
yeah.
Are you sure you're not like thinking maybe the waitress is one of the nurses that you're talking about?
No, because there's a more heavy set nurse
Oh,
who is like, she was there, she helped torture Tian Chen. And then there's another nurse who's slimmer who she did the, the fingers to the
Yeah,
heads of
I think they might have recast her.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Cause-
Okay.
No.
Because originally there was kind of a hot librarian that I called Smiley's wife when they walked in when Sarah left the door open.
Okay.
But now there's an older librarian, unless she's aged.
Oh,
Okay.
It might be
Gotcha.
recasting.
All right. Yeah. I can see
Yeah.
that.
Just-
I could see that. That would make more sense than there being 2 nurses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've talked about at least all the monsters I can think of anyway.
Well, I
Um,
had one.
Go ahead. What's your favorite and least favorite?
Blamey McFlame Hands is my best one.
Flame hands.
So is Smiley when he said mother.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm thinking of only the monsters, but you're right. They aren't the only monsters. That's a good point.
Yeah.
They got me thinking about the other creatures. Does Roger count? Roger was a pretty cool monster.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I almost say my worst monster is Sophia. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
very
out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb. She's like a little bit too snickery at times, a little snickering.
Yeah.
A
Although
little
that
bit
doesn't.
too on the nose, a little bit too snidely whiplash. If she had a mustache, she'd be swirling around.
She would be. But that also makes me think too, though, if you're gonna go there, then for favorite would also be the man in yellow, not just Smiley.
Yeah.
Although I like Sophia. I know not everybody likes her. I like Sophia. I like the man in, I mean, I didn't want him like Doug to leave. I like the man in yellow too, but
Mhm.
I like Sophia. There's MGM says Komodo lady was interesting, cryptic, but also kind of weird, especially with that weird screamy thing she did while pushing Elgin.
That
under
was
the
weird.
water. Yes, that was weird.
yeah,
that was
she
a dream,
Very
though.
unique.
That was
That's
a
true. It was.
yeah. Yeah, that was a dream. So like weird shit happens in dreams.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could also say the worst monster was the golem because it didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could say
I
that.
changed my answer.
all right. Fair.
Yeah. Didn't really think about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to look to see what we've done and what we haven't done. We do have to do like favorite and least favorite plot lines, but those are kind of, I said after I said that, I thought probably wait because they're going to overlap with a lot of these, I think.
Okay.
What else? Funniest line. I think we did best line. We didn't necessarily do funniest line, but I think we talked about which ones were funny at that point. So we kind of did both.
Mine was she had reasons, so that overlaps.
Yeah. Most pointless scene. I don't know if we outright said that, but my most pointless scene is definitely the golem. Getting back to that.
I had two.
What's the other one? Or well,
Yeah.
maybe they're both different. What are your two?
Oh, they're both different. They
What
are they are Donna's Heart Attack and Boyd's Ring.
Donna's Heart Attack. That's fine.
And the Boyd's Ring thing. I don't know what
Yeah.
was there a reason? I mean, special honorable mention goes to the Poltergeist.
I feel like that's another one where I'm thinking that's going to be important next season.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or is it something that's going to happen periodically? They just don't talk about it. Like it just happened, and then they like didn't say anything, and then it happened again, and they just it comes to season 5, and they don't talk about it again.
I mean, I feel like the general consensus on our show is that it's Ethan is kind of turning into a Carrie.
Interesting.
And he doesn't have a lot of control over it. He
Yeah.
doesn't even know he's doing it, you know, like how Carrie was at first. Like she didn't really have much control over it.
It's interesting. I don't think I've heard anybody say that. Most
Oh,
people
really?
are like,
Okay.
is it Jim? Is it somebody? I don't think I've heard anybody say that. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
I've been
Yeah.
hearing that a lot lately.
Yeah.
He's the one thing that's constant in those scenes, right? Kelly
Yeah.
and Ethan's there
Yeah, it happened the first time it happened.
and upset,
was-
right?
Yeah, the first time it happened was before it was when they were thinking that Jim was dead before they knew for sure. And then the second time was when they were thinking that Tabitha was dead.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lucas says Sophia putting voices in Sarah's head didn't go anywhere yet. I feel like that's another one. It's just it'll be next season. But I liked where they went with it. That actually, at least for that episode, was one of my favorite parts. I like that whole
Yeah,
thing
it was
with the
cool.
water.
So she got her to pour the water, and
Yeah, I
the-
like
So what was the point of that? Just
just to show that she would do what she told her.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how I took it. Anything else pointless? No? Yes? No?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the door
Yeah.
in the well, yeah. So yeah, they get the door from Jade's
Vision,
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, that look, I get it was
Then
to
they
show.
didn't use it.
I get that it was to show that Jade's vision was real or whatever, but that to me,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of like the golem to me. It's like, yeah, I get she made the golem because it helped her, but like, I need more than that. Let's see. MGM says the evaporating storyline of Randall's ongoing cicada hallucinations, which was coming to a head at the end of the season 3, and then he never mentioned it in season 4 at all. That is a very good point.
I actually thought of that.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I have thoughts too, but you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything like definitive where I can say yes, this is exactly what I think is going on. But so when Randall's cicadas went away, that's when Marielle started experiencing weird stuff. Marielle dies, and then his face heals. So I think there's some kind of connection there.
Why?
Okay.
I thought you guys were joking before. Why are you saying his face heals? Did they screw up a scene or something that I missed? Because I don't remember seeing anything. with
Yeah,
his
look,
face.
you can barely see the scars when they're out in the sunlight.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's
you meant
really
it like
noticeable.
or something.
It's
Yeah,
still there.
So-
It's just
It's still
just
there
really-
though, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's interesting. I hadn't noticed they changed it. I'll have to
They
go
were
back.
dark either last
Yeah.
season or the beginning of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like when something happened to Marielle, something good happened to Randall.
Maybe.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. So some things like that, though, I question, are they just continuity errors? Oh, we never got anything from you, Kelly, on the car. I want to know what Kelly thinks
Oh,
about
can
the
I
car.
do my Randall stuff before
Oh,
we
I'm
go?
sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah.
Because I said after you, and then I got the door
Sorry. I
So-
forgot you said.
slammed
Go
on me, Ella's style. I would say slammed on me.
What's that?
No, you slammed the door on me, Ella's style.
Oh,
It was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway.
No, I got confused for a second. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Sorry, I forgot you had said something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Randall, he was really scared of the ruins, and then that never went anywhere. It was like I felt in my heart of hearts he was going to be the next Martin, because he was kind of like on that fate worse than death thing, and I thought, who's related to the cicadas that has a fate worse than death? Martin did. He was chained up for like centuries. And he watched all the other, bodies around him decompose into skeletons and everything. I thought that's what he's afraid of. And I don't think they're ever going to address that.
Yeah.
They just dropped it like a hot potato.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Now, before I forget again, because I already almost forgot, did you guys on your show, did you discuss the Miranda Tabitha Carr thing at all? Because I was just curious if you had thoughts on that or had noticed that, because I was saying about the continuity issues. Or do you not know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we did not talk about it at all. I think I know what you're talking about. I brought up the fact that people were talking about it, but that's it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
about it.
I just wondered. We had a very long discussion on it, so I was just curious.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We
I feel
did,
like
yeah.
it was just a continuity error.
I think it might have been, but I don't know. It was so obvious. It makes me wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, totally different cars.
For sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that's going to play out later.
It might be. It definitely could be something that will.
Yeah, because Eloise is in the back seat, right?
I think it's Christopher wounded in the backseat.
Interesting.
Oh.
From the car crash.
Interesting.
Oh,
Could be.
okay.
Could be. MGM says, seems like they dropped Randall's scar to deal with Charbel Patty's new scars. Guess they only had so much makeup, buddy.
Maybe. Didn't her scars seem to be healing too, though? Faster than you.
Yeah, I would say they were.
I know she wasn't
maybe.
wearing
Hard-
her thing, but
Yeah. Hard to tell. Hard to
I
tell.
just feel like stuff heals
Yeah.
faster in Fromville.
Some of it does. Some of it does. All right. What have we not gone through? Other than just our favorite and least favorite overall scenes. I'm trying to see if we
Can
How
we
about-
do oh, okay.
go ahead. What, Scarlet?
Can we do best character arc?
Okay. Sure. Best character arc. Well, what's your best character arc, Scarlet?
My favorite one was Fatima's story. I like the fact that she made the golem and she had the whole story about her dad, and she thought that all the spiritual paths went to one path, and then she became a monster. I liked everything that she was doing in the season.
Yeah.
I thought her character arc was the best. It almost feels like kind of sacrificial at the end. Like what you were saying before, Kelly, she was becoming the golem. You know?
Yeah,
like
that's what I
spiritually
thought.
becoming the golem, the savior of the town.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, kind of. Yeah, she had a really interesting arc for sure.
I feel like her arc is the one that was complete too. Like I would say Julie started out as my favorite arc and then and then it went nowhere. Or at least Fatima's
That combo.
and yeah, I think I'd probably say this season would say Fatima too, just because it was complete.
Mine this season, I mean, overall, no one can compare to Jade for me at all, like overall series wise. But for this season, I liked Victor's story arc the most because
You took it, Kelly.
Sorry.
Me too.
He grew up. He really grew up.
He did.
You know? It was really interesting. I thought he was fantastic this season. I really enjoyed him.
Sure.
Yeah, seeing him go from like someone that didn't want to do anything for anyone or be a part of anything to like, you know, he made up with his dad and then trying to teach Ethan stuff.
Yeah,
and
he's gotten really protective of Ethan, like almost more like a caregiver than, than a friend, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I like how he's just kind of brave with it. He was just like, teach me your survival skills. I don't know why Tabby had a problem, because I mean, learning survival skills, I mean, what harms does that cause?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I think she just didn't want to traumatize Ethan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
Victor,
I was gonna say,
Who just found who just found his father's body and isn't already traumatized, right?
yeah.
well, is it gonna be hard to just teach him to open up a can with a rock? I mean, that's a good skill.
Yeah.
That is a good skill. I would agree with that. That is a good skill.
Yeah.
MGM says about Fatima, we have to find out whether she turned or used her new monster powers against the monsters. We don't know. She just stood there screaming. Hopefully we'll find out. Look, even if I know they're talking about it in the chat, and I agree with what he's saying, like even if she is just a monster and they go the boring way, she's still like they have to show her at some point. You know, even just more monster, they'd have to show her, I feel like.
Yeah.
Also, I got the opinion from the actress that she's got more monster stuff, at least. I don't know whether
Nice.
it'll be on that, but at least I got that opinion from what she had said.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely in season 5.
Some form.
but-
We just don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Good.
Let's see. Kaiser said, I would like to think Fatima fought the other Night Walkers and sacrificed herself for the others.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I think she sacrificed herself, but I guess we have to see if it paid off. Well, we know it paid off, but I mean how it affected her, I guess. Don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So what about worst character arc?
Oh, I put worst or non-existent character art.
Oh, I'm sorry. You did have that worst or non-existent. Okay. Non-existent.
Non-existent happened a lot this season.
Yeah. Non-existent would be Acosta to me.
I would
Surprisingly
like to
enough,
add Christy.
I also have Acosta.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
No,
like to add Christy in there because they really kind of that's been happening since season 3. They kind of like put her in the background.
Mm-hmm. Unless somebody gets injured, then she's there.
Yeah.
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 For sure. That's why I said they kind of sidelined Kenny too.
Yeah.
which I wish he had more, but I think there's just too many people.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Any other character arcs you didn't like? Anybody?
Oh, I liked Acosta's character arc for the first half of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started good.
But but her character changed so quickly after she had one conversation with Christy. It just didn't even seem like that would be in her character at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
whole
was
thing.
she went from being very aggressive and almost a foil to Boyd to be just like, all curled up in a prison cell and wanting to die. And I'm like, how did this was one conversation.
I mean, she just kind of lost her mind.
And then we were playing From Bingo, and I always wrote the From Bingo every episode. Acosta finds a clue, because I knew she found a clue, and then she never did. And she tagged everything, and she had led groups and everything, only for Elgin to come in and go, oh, there's a Polaroid with Sophie on it.
I think she's here's what I think Acosta's going to find in season 5.
I hope she finds something.
I think she's going to find something from the original timeline, and that's going to allow Julie to story walk back to that time. That's what I think is going to happen.
Could see that.
I've heard theories that they're going to use drawings like Victor's drawings to story walk as the bookmarks.
Yeah, maybe exactly. Yeah. Maybe the drawings are the bookmarks.
That'd be cool.
No, you know who had the worst storyline, who had the worst character arc this season was definitely Jim. All he did was die.
He stuck around longer than I thought he was, though.
Yeah. Like
That's
3
fair.
episodes.
Especially if he was a ghost and wasn't the man in yellow, then he stuck around.
Yeah.
And he's still and technically he's still rattling the kitchen too, according to some theorists.
Yeah.
You know who else?
Possibly.
You know who else had kind of a bad storyline? I hate to say it, but Boyd. I feel like Boyd, they kind of screwed up a little bit just because, like, I get that he's upset and he's breaking and he's like not dealing well with it, but like that's pretty much all that happened all season. So a little bit, yeah, because I feel like not enough happened with him. I enjoyed it. I just feel like more should have maybe happened to him.
I love Boyd and Tabitha, and they both frustrated me this season. And I didn't like that they frustrated me because
Tabitha always frustrates me, so that's
So what is
I
that?
love
What is? I was going to say, what exactly about Tabitha frustrated you, Kelly?
I didn't like that she pulled a Jim. She totally pulled a Jim. Like I can't believe that she wanted to go through the tree. Like that blew my
yeah.
mind. She's smarter than that. I felt like that was out of character for her. But yeah, I mean, I love Tabitha. I'm like a total guard dog for her. but yeah, she frustrated me a couple times. There was another time too that she frustrated me, and I can't remember what it was.
Well, she
So when she wanted
frustrated.
to,
Oh, I'm
yeah, go
sorry.
ahead, Scarlett.
She frustrated me when she didn't take anybody with her to the RV.
Yeah,
after
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, exactly.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, when she went alone, right? Was that what frustrated you, or no?
Yeah. Didn't bring a weapon. Didn't bring anything.
yeah, for sure.
Did she have
Just
access
walk
to a
out by
weapon?
herself.
I don't know if she had
Well,
access.
Well, you can go to the shed. There's a lot of things in the shed.
Yeah, that's true. She could bring like
Break a bottle.
yeah, she could bring pretty much anything.
Yeah.
At least tell somebody, if nothing else.
Bring the vodka and a lighter.
Yeah.
Molotov
Yeah,
cocktail.
tell somebody, Jamie. You're correct. Tell somebody where you're gonna be. Does anybody
At
do
least,
that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
she
somebody,
should've.
anybody. You know who else kind of frustrated me? Now that we're saying that, is Julie a little bit. Just because I'm thinking of that conversation she had with her mother. Like, I was so happy she finally tells her about story walking, and then she's like, "Oh, and none of it's real." And I'm like, "Damn it, Julie."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that frustrated me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she messed up the bookmarks by making it jokey with Randall.
Yeah.
You know, she made a little jokey thing, but I think that might have been the right bookmark, and then she's like, "Whoops."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, I saw, what was that? It was a photo I saw on Facebook, but I don't know if it was doctored or not. Somebody had had a picture of with Victor's drawings and stuff, and it had that X on the bookmark in it. And I never found out if it was legit or somebody made it, and I forgot all about it until now.
Huh.
I'm curious. I don't know where it came from. It was just something I saw on Facebook at some point.
Yeah. Interesting.
I would think that would be something in the Peach Truck map or the cave painting. You know, like they have all those symbols, and something could look kind of like that.
Yeah.
No,
Like
this was in like a group of drawings and stuff in Victor's room, I think. But whether it was really had the bookmark, I don't know.
It could be just an X. They're like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, maybe that might be what Michael's talking about.
It's just the word fox.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. All right. So let's see. Oh, it was in Victor's.
All I can think of is just Randall. They didn't use him enough.
Yeah.
I
I agree with that.
See him enough. So
Yeah,
nothing
did you
against
think-
him, but it was just the way they used him this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Did you think that he was going to get some kind of power from the cicada stuff?
Yeah, I'm with you with the 3.
Yeah,
I thought that was going somewhere.
yeah, I thought it was.
I still
too.
think Marielle maybe could do it through like visions or something.
Or she could become the ballerina monster. I always waited for that.
Okay.
Because the actress is a ballerina, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that ballerina moment.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, she's a ballet dancer. But yeah, I love AJ Simmons as an actor. I think he's so good, and I was kind of bummed that I felt like we didn't really get a whole lot of him this season.
Yeah.
He blows me away with his accent. I have never heard somebody so consistent with their accent before. Like, usually most of the time when someone's using an accent that they don't have in real life, if you listen really closely,
Is he not
like,
American?
no, he's British.
British.
Oh my god, yeah, he plays it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've heard anybody who uses a different accent for the most part that I've watched, there's always at some point where they kind of slip a little, you know. I've never heard him slip. He's always been so consistent with his accent. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, now if you hear him talk and don't expect it, he definitely
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
not like you'd expect. Yeah.
It's so
And
weird.
I never got to see his breakdancing scene either.
Yeah.
Waited for that.
Mhm.
He's a great dancer, actually.
I've never even seen him breakdance. So you've seen him breakdance?
Yeah. I have.
That's
He's really good. He's really good. Supposedly he's another one who has a great singing voice too.
Gotta get him and Kenny together.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sing. All right, let's see. Best. Okay. Bet you have written down here, Scarlet, best plot line and worst plot line. I guess that's different from character arc. I was trying to think.
Yeah, that includes more than one character.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that we've probably, I don't know, maybe we haven't by now, but I feel like we might have covered these.
I
Okay.
can look it up. I can look up mine and see what.
Yeah, what's your best plot line and your worst plot line?
The best plot line was story walking, but hoping for more in season 5.
Yes.
And my worst plot line, and I know, I mean, Neil better cover his ears here when I say that, but I thought the worst plot line was the dolls.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Not much came of it. So that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it was so hyped up in the trailer, and then Flaming McFlame Arm's gonna walk into the woods. I didn't really know what the whole point of it. I didn't really even know what the point of the Lake of Tears was, really, honestly. But it was all just
Oh, that's a
Tabby's
good one.
dolls. She threw in, some guy got freaked out of them and threw them in a lake. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, it could have got more witchy if they would have had that colonial lady, which was a disappointment to me. She didn't show up. Maybe she would have taught Tabby to be a little witchy, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or I'll make those totem poles.
No, it's true. I don't know. I still have my worst is the golem though, because I just thought that was dumb.
Yeah.
Well, it was exciting for a while because I thought it was going to come alive, and like maybe battle Smiley.
Yeah, I mean, it became alive. It could have even been the best one, maybe, but yeah, because it didn't.
Yeah.
To me, it's the worst. I have for best one, I have written down Kenny, which we talked about, Kenny almost getting killed,
Yeah.
and also Roger coming back to life. Like the whole thing with Sophia bringing him back to life and him attacking Colony House was my 2.
My
Those are-
least favorite was Donna. I mean, the whole heart attack thing. I just frustrated the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like I like the Donna stuff, but I think it would have been more interesting if she saw something or
Yeah.
if we find out he did bring her back or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I love all the Jade and Tabitha stuff. I think it's so fascinating, and I'm really excited to see what she remembers next season, because she clearly remembers a lot more than Jade does.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Apparently all Jade remembers is being in love with Tabitha. That's it.
That is something that frustrated me with that scene at the end. That frustrated the hell out of me. And I know I complained about that before. That was just like, I'm so glad it was with you. If I was with anybody else or whatever he said. I'm just like, to me, that was so out of left field. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, but yeah, I didn't love that.
Hey, baby, I know we're in this cave, and I know you have our daughter's skull in our hands, but you're looking fine.
Yeah. No, I felt like I felt it made sense to me, because they're not in a normal situation. If they didn't have this past life history, that would definitely be out of left field. It would be like, what the hell's going on? But David Alpay had mentioned that when all that stuff happened at the end of season 3, he remembered being in love with her in all of those lifetimes, and that those feelings like all came up, and he basically like fell in love with her instantly.
He said that? You mean the actor
Yeah.
said that in the interview? Okay, see, I didn't see that
Mhm.
interview. Because I
Yeah.
don't know. To me, I never really thought he had feelings for her. I mean, yeah,
Right.
something
Yeah, I had no idea.
we knew, but to me, it wasn't that the ideas out of left field. Just I haven't seen that chemistry between them at all, and it was just like all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I'm in love with you." I mean, he didn't say that, but that's kind of what it felt like it was to me. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Nia? What's your best and worst plot lines?
I'm having a hard time thinking of the worst one. My best one, I really like the very end. Just finding out, I don't know if it's a plot line, but finding out that the boy in white is not working with the man in yellow, that they're kind of opposite sides of this game that they're playing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So finally finding that out was really cool to me.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
So do you think there's 2 players in an entity that judges them, or do you think it's just them?
Good question. I'm thinking it's just them. I'm going to go with that for now, but we'll
I
see.
think there's something, I don't know. I feel like there's a greater entity above them.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would make
what
it
kind of-
different from Lost, right? It's just
Yeah.
not.
Well, that was
It's
my
not one or
second
the
one,
other.
which I guess is Losty. Like, what kind of relationship did they have? And I said, like siblings. And then they're like, it's like Lost. And I'm like, I haven't seen Lost.
Okay.
My
Doesn't
only
affect me.
My only thing is, do we really have time for them to introduce a whole new entity? That's why I think it's just them.
Well, the entity's the land and the sky.
Well,
Gets
yeah.
angry. It's the it that gets angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the town's in itself is an entity, then I would agree with that. But like for another monster or something, like I don't know, I just don't foresee it. At least not in the sense you guys are saying, like a big bad. I don't see another big bad coming.
Yeah.
That's me. And I totally forgot what else I was going to say. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Because you,
Plot
I don't
points,
know.
or-
One of you mentioned something that was a reveal, and now I'm blanking at who said it and what it was. But I had added my question 21 was, what was your best and worst reveal of the season? Like of, an answer or just like a specific reveal. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. And I'm going to stick with what I just said. Yeah, with the man in yellow, boy in white. But I also kind of like knowing that the monsters can't come out during the light.
Yeah.
That was
There's
kind of
that.
good to find out.
Somebody said something that triggered it.
I like Fatima's turning into a monster, that reveal. I didn't think that was going to happen as soon as it did, because a lot of things were going really slow, so I assumed Fatima would also go slow, but then they really accelerated at the end, and that was surprising to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like I felt like it was coming. Like, yeah, maybe not that soon. I would agree with you there. But regardless of the fact that I figured it was going to happen, I still enjoyed that reveal. But I also liked the Sophia being evil reveal, but
Yeah.
I wasn't spoiled. So, I mean, I was super surprised by that. So I liked that.
Yeah, I liked that too. That's probably my favorite. That is my favorite. By far.
I think so. Mine too. And I liked the Clara thing. Not everybody did, but I liked the Clara reveal too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it keeps it interesting.
Interesting.
Not sure about least favorite though. I hadn't gotten that far. I just thought of the best ones.
I'd like to
Yeah.
know a little bit more of her backstory in season 5. Maybe they can, because we don't even know when she came to Fromville.
Yeah.
We know nothing about her.
No, when you say that, you mean her as in like the real Sophia before she was the man in white or man in yellow?
No, I'm not talking about Sophia. I'm talking about Clara.
Oh, Clara. I'm sorry. We were talking about two things. Never mind. Yes, I'd like to know more about Clara too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Sophia, like from 1978. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Sorry.
That's great.
Because I want to know about all those people. Like, I honestly think the guy with the fro, isn't that like Shay and Danny or whatever?
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I
Yeah.
think. They're the ones that drove into the pool.
No, I don't.
Legends.
I don't think that's because they were. Danny and Shay were there when Boyd was there. So.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
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 So
that's-
maybe all those people will be in the scene, and I'll enjoy that scene. and sideways profile girl as well. That isn't Julie.
that
Yeah.
is it. Right?
It's
I'd like to
amazing.
see a
It's-
Christopher
it's-
Miranda flashback. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and
Yeah,
also I like to know how they got that Polaroid so well focused in the foreground, background, and middle ground, because you can't do that really with Polaroid.
Yeah.
You
Props.
cannot. You cannot. You cannot. All right. Any other reveals? I don't know that I really had a worst reveal, unless I count the Gollum again and just. Oh, I know.
Mhm.
How about the worst reveal is Julie's haircut?
Yes.
There you go. That's I think the worst one there.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right, let's see. I think unless I skipped one, I feel like maybe best acted scene. We didn't talk about that one.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I know mine is Christy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chloe hands down to steals it. Give that lady an Emmy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Seriously, that was amazing.
Yeah. Like I said
Mhm.
earlier, especially the part with Boyd after Mariel was already dead, like that second section of the
Yeah.
death scene, that was even better.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Who else though? Who else has done really good acting? I think Scott McCord's done a lot of really good acting scenes.
Yeah.
I guess
I think Robert Joyce stole it with the living on the jet plane and all that, and you know,
yeah, no,
it
he's
wasn't
good.
it wasn't my favorite plot line with the alternative world or whatever, but he really acted it well, and I liked learning all about the alternate world, like the alternate Victor and the grandson, hoping for
Yeah.
Eloise but didn't get her. You know, and now some people theorized that adult Abby was going to play Eloise in the dreamscape, like the second world, and I was like, oh please, let it be her. But
Right.
We didn't even
same
get
actress,
Eloise
I'd be
at all.
like, oh.
They could have at least had Eloise. And to be fair, they still could have that Eloise because that doesn't mean Eloise is alive, but we could see her there.
Yeah,
at some
because
point.
I thought that's what would flip Henry over, would be
Yeah,
not only
no.
seeing her grandson of Victor, but seeing Eloise, because none of us had seen
Mhm.
Eloise, and I'd be like, well, he's definitely gonna want to, sever his tie to the other world,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I totally agree. I think my other best acted scene was Victor or Scott when Boyd was grabbing
Yeah.
Victor and arresting him. That was
Yeah,
probably
that was
my
great.
Yeah, he played that really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
100%.
What else? I'm trying
I'm
to-
surprised nobody ever talks to Victor, but should I be not surprised anymore that no one talks to Victor?
Not at this point. Speaking of, that's one of the things I really like this season. I will say this is one of the best things, but it also leads into one of the worst things. One of the best things is that they're talking to each other and telling each other things.
Yeah.
And then one of the worst things, though, is when they do it and Sophia's standing there because it's really annoying. And I know it makes sense, but it's still kind of
yeah.
annoying.
Good one. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
totally right.
Yeah.
I guess I should have wrote categories like best use of an egg, best use of a tooth.
Yep.
I want to know why Victor kept 2 of the teeth.
Oh yeah, did he? Ew.
Why didn't he have him on his drawing? I brought that up before. Yeah.
Oh, did he rifle through the bag? Is that what he was doing?
Well, he was upstairs drawing, and he had like 2 of the teeth sitting on his desk.
I think that might have been the one episode you weren't there, Scarlet, because we talked about that quite a bit. I think maybe.
Oh
you weren't
yeah, that's probably when I was.
Yeah, that was strange.
there. Yeah, that was really bizarre.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I
He's a
don't know.
weird one. Maybe he was going to draw the teeth. I don't know.
Yeah, some life
Yeah.
drawing skills. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know he took them.
Mhm.
Originally I thought there wasn't going to be a bag of teeth. I thought somebody was just going to open the glove box and just teeth were just going to fall out like a waterfall.
That would have been better, actually.
See, that was another thing that spoiled me too, because I had heard on a trailer about the teeth, and I was like, that would have surprised me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to see him next season doing art with teeth.
Like a necklace, he just has like a necklace with teeth on.
Yeah,
Or no, like maybe just dipping, like maybe he'll move on to paints next season, and he'll like dip the teeth in paints to dot them do some fun things with designs on paper.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like Alice in the Garden of Eden thing, where he took a tire and just ran a tire over it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I see.
Speaking of that, that is just a theory I seen today, or either today or yesterday. I wanted to bring up, and I know this isn't what we were talking about, but it reminded me when you said that. Somebody put up the picture of Julie. I think it was Julie with the finger puppets next or on top of that picture of that painting, because there's like two monsters. That was interesting. I'm not sure what it means, and if it means anything, but that's actually an interesting connection.
Did it really seem to match up?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but like just the idea of like.
Oh, like the hand that's coming in on the left was one of the finger puppets?
No, there's like monsters in that painting. The one with the tire. I think it's the one with the tire. There's like
the hand that's coming out from the left. That's the one you're talking about.
I don't remember. That's why
there's a monster head in that painting.
Hand coming from the left.
Yeah, there's a monster
on the right.
Yeah, and the monster's head on the right looks like the finger puppets. But what's interesting about that, those finger puppets are from the 70s, I believe. So it's
I have finger puppets like that in my school, like right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I remember them having them in like the gumball machines, those kind of puppets.
Yeah.
We get a bunch in a bag because they're really cheap, and the kids break them or eat them. Then we can replace them.
They break them or eat them. That's great, Scarlet.
And I'm just running around going, "Oh, you killed Norman!" And the kids are like, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
When you're dead, you're dead.
What has happened? All right. Well, that was
like, "Oh, the fairies are going to Lake of Tears," and the kids are just like, "She's lost her mind."
interesting. All right. Well, okay. So we did biggest thrill, biggest disappointment, red shirts, lines, scenes that made you cry, best worst monster, underused, pointless scenes. And then we didn't do best and worst overall episodes.
Yep.
I know my favorite was 7, but I don't know which one my least favorite was. I'd have to really think about it, but my best one was 7 because I like the whole Kenny thing a lot. And like I said earlier, I think that the whole Kenny being attacked and not dying and Fandom on that, like I feel like that was a turning point in the season. So that was my favorite episode.
Okay.
Episode 6 kind of frustrated me. But was it? I don't know. Whatever the Donna heart attack scene episode or the Donna heart attack episode frustrated me, and it wasn't just because of her heart attack. Like that's what frustrated me. But I didn't really connect as much to anything else that was going on in that episode either. The finale was my favorite from this season.
I know it's hard not to pick that.
Yeah, I thought it was really.
I like the finale a lot too.
Yeah.
But I really liked 7. I must have got a mosquito bite. Sorry, I'm like scratching my neck and I'm like, it's itchy, and I feel something. I think I got bit sometime in the pool today.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know. Any other favorites, least favorites?
My favorite episode overall was Jade's trip.
That was a good one.
No notes. Great episode. I love Vigo.
Yeah. Yep.
Interviewed him. Great kid. I loved Violin on a Rock. Can't beat that.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I love that.
I thought it told a whole story. We learned a lot about Jade. We saw all the guys. I wrote a song about there's got to be a Jade for every cycle year. That's a song I wrote because of it.
Yeah.
So I remember the years too. So I wrote it all about the years. So I remember to sing the years.
Oh,
I'm planning on making a family a from family tree with Jade and Tabitha, and it's going to be like the different past lives, and then Tabitha's three husbands and 3 children.
Nice. Can't wait for that.
Where do all the Ankui kids fall? I think they're all
Right.
Jade and Tabitha's.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I one thing I really need next season is I need some kind of joke made about Jade being Victor's stepfather.
that would be great. I want to see that too. That'd be great.
Oh, I thought it could be Jade trying to make the moves on Tabitha. There's Jim's ghost rattling something in the bedroom, and then Henry's just sitting in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, even just about the 3 husbands or something would be a good joke. I want to bring up MGM said I think they could have done more with the trip, and Tabby needs to trip too. I think they both need to unlock all their memories of the past lives back to the beginning so we can get flashbacks. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would like to see more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have gone through the list.
Well, I didn't say my worst one.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
what is it?
My worst episode is episode 9, penultimate shamaltimate.
Really?
Normally, penultimate episodes are supposed to be exciting. This one was not.
Oh, I liked that.
Yeah, I liked it.
What did you like about it? Convince me.
I honestly, I just remember liking it a lot because I remember talking about how much I liked it and why I liked it, but I'm drawing a blank right now on what happened in that episode exactly.
I like the Clara stuff, and I like the how she figured out the talisman symbols.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what I have.
Can I just say something about one of the comments here from MT Merkin? This
Sure.
the one about Tabitha tripping.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing about that. That's okay. So I want to see that too, because Jade and Tabitha seem to have very different ways of connecting to these past lives. Tabitha feels and Jade sees. And I think by tripping, he was able to feel more. And I think if Tabitha does that, she might be able to see more. And they might. I think it would unlock a whole lot.
Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I agree. I really think they should do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right. Well, the only other thing I have, like I said, if you guys want to go, I don't know if you want to go through episode by episode and kind of what our favorite and least favorite things of the episodes are, or if you just want to talk about some more of our favorite, parts of things we didn't talk about. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote down each episode kind of what happened that I liked and didn't like, but I didn't know if you guys wanted to.
So was everybody I have a question for everybody in the panel. So the first episode, we'll start with episode 1. Were you guys happy with the Sophie reveal, or were you like, that's too early, or I don't like it, or it's great?
I thought it was great. I loved it.
I thought it was great. I think it might have worked better for more people if they'd waited a little bit, though. But it was okay for me. It worked for me.
Yeah.
What else happened in that episode, Jamie?
Well, I have written down the other good things I've written down I liked was Doug being in it. What I didn't love was the car crash scene, because some of that annoyed me, the way she acted. But they explained it more.
The whole daddy thing?
Yeah.
They did explain after she was supposed to be a lot younger, so I got it. But it just didn't work because it felt forced and weird. So that was what I had about the worst part of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What did you think, Jason? Did you like the Sophia reveal when they did it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't think that it was too early. I was really, like I remember being annoyed with that car crash scene, but like overall, she played it well, and I had no idea. I had no thoughts in my mind that maybe she, wasn't who she was saying she was. So,
Yeah, I didn't expect that either.
Yeah, I
That
thought it
caught
was
me
gonna
off
be
guard.
I thought it was gonna be Jim until we saw that telltale picture of her with an evil smile.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess if I saw that.
I'm so glad I had seen the episode before I seen that. So
Yeah,
I didn't.
I mean, it would have been a much better reveal because I would have been like, I thought it was Jim, and then, oh my God, it's not Jim after all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I know I don't get as upset about the trailers as a lot of people, but like I understand why you guys get upset. I'm just glad that I don't see the trailers first, so I don't have to worry about
Here's what where I really think they screwed up. With the whole Jim thing, because I wish they hadn't put like Tabitha and the kids screaming at the barn in the trailer, because I think what they did, what the man in yellow pulled there with the fake out was absolutely brilliant. I mean, just a brilliant kind of cruelty to set up that decoy, knowing that Tabitha would send the kids over to the barn so that they could find Jim. Like, the cruelty was brilliant.
it. Was
And
brilliant.
it would have been better if I wasn't expecting Jim to be found in the barn.
Yeah, they showed that, and I remember seeing the I do remember watching that trailer after, because I remember seeing the bag hanging too. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't have to add any of that.
Yeah.
Let's see. MGM said also the man in yellow eating livers. They shouldn't have spoiled that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They have given away a lot. I'll give them. I will say that. The Ragdoll episodes, I hated. They've spoiled it. It wasn't proper jump scare. Yeah, we're waiting for that. For the
You imagine they showed none of that in the trailer, and then all of a sudden that Della monster was there, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, it would have been a lot better. I don't know. See, I guess it depends. Like, some things I care more if I get spoiled than other things. But the only other show I've noticed, but like I said, am I just not noticing it? I don't know. But the only other show I know that they've done shitty jobs spoiling people is Walking Dead, because they like announce everybody before they're gone or leaving, and
Yeah.
that like ruined a lot of things. Like when Rick was leaving, like, really? Did you have to tell the whole world that before?
Well,
Yeah.
what did they say? The actors are leaving, and then you just know, or the character?
For that, yeah, it was like a big thing that it was his last episode. He didn't die, so it wasn't like he died, but you knew that it was over with him. And just sometimes the way they did things, like they would announce casting or whatever, and it was like an AMC thing. They always screwed it up.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
I agree.
So,
Agree with that.
so anything else in the first episode? No? Yes? No?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
I didn't think the pastor would still be alive.
Yeah, I was surprised they killed him so fast and did what they did. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to avoid a loss of 3 million viewers. Could be the case. Could be the case.
Yeah.
All right. What about episode 2? I think some of the things that stood out to me as good were the whole thing with them finding Jim, which we just talked about. I also liked when that the woman, the monster, grabbed Julie by the hair. I enjoyed that, and not just that, but like when she had her on the ground and she was like, I mean, I didn't think they were going to kill Julie, and I guess I would have, if I thought about it, would have known that they had to like bloop her out of there. But when she knocked her, well, that's when
yeah, that's a Doctor thing.
Yeah. But when it's always used for Lost. But when she knocked her down and was on top of her, like for a moment there, like I was really worried, or I mean, she did
Yeah.
have a scratched up face. You didn't know what was going to happen, so that was cool. I like that. And then I have my dislike for the episode was Sarah's conversation with Kenny acting like he was a good friend of Jim's, because that just annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
You know what? To add to that, what also that cracked me up, but what else cracked me up was Victor in the barn. Like, I mean, I felt bad for him because he was melting down and he was going through it. But him saying they take away everything good. Like, you did not have a good relationship with Jim. Jim was an asshole to you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that then, but yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that maybe Sarah just wanted Sophie to herself. That's why she said, "Oh, you're good friends with Jim. You should go over there."
Yeah.
I'm my best friend. This girl's going to be my bestie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they would have done more with them being roommates. I feel like that was also a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did something nice
Yeah.
and painted her room purple, and then Sophie had to spend the night at every other building but that one.
Yeah, and the only thing we got is that she didn't like that color, which was like a bad. I feel like that was just like a bad. Yeah, like a wink to the audience. That was just bad.
I'm surprised
Oh,
Sophia
true,
never
yeah.
broke the fourth wall and just winked.
Yeah, that's the worst line. I think was that. Like we didn't do
Okay.
the worst line. I think that was one of the worst lines.
What was that?
About the paint,
Just
because it
Yeah.
was just like a wink, wink.
Yes.
Yeah.
They couldn't kill Julie because he appears in the RV in the future and they can't change his story. Very true. And you're
Mhm.
right. I know they wouldn't kill her. Just at that moment, it was like, I don't know, it was like thrilling. And I think too, because I
It
was
was.
thinking of how she has a big scratch on her face too, like I thought was going to happen then, in that flash forward or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Anything else for 2 that you guys? I didn't know if you guys would even remember which episode was which. That's why I looked them up and wrote
I'm
it
trying
down.
to while you explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to say that I actually did get a little frustrated with them dragging out Finding Jim. I really wanted them to be done with that in the first episode.
I have a question for you, Jamie.
What?
When does the legendary send in the clown scene with Acosta occur? Episode 2?
Yeah, because it's where they find Jim's body. So yeah, it's got to be right. Or no, that's the other song. Which is the? Because there's
It's
2
when
songs.
she's in the diner by herself and it plays Send in the Clowns.
Yeah, that might have been the first episode. I know there's 2 different songs with her, but I'm mixing them up now, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites in the beginning, where we are.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the song. I just don't. Yeah, I get mixed up which is which, because I remember they had 2 different ones when she was in the diner. One when she woke up, and one when she was yelling with the sweatshirt or whatever.
Well, they also used the Send in the Clowns song in Yellow Jackets, and they also used it with a cop both times.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
you telling me
interesting.
that.
I'm
Well, that's
trying to
fun.
remember when we interviewed Sam Brown, she said that she really liked the whole Send in the Clowns thing for a specific reason that surprised me, and I cannot remember what it was now.
I don't know. I remember on ours she talked about what that meant, like send in the clowns. That she.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't. Thinking back, I'd have to really think about it.
She loves clowns. She hates clowns.
That I don't know.
You like the Little Night Music by Stephen Sondheim?
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't anything like on the nose. I can't remember what it was I can't remember.
Mm.
I don't remember half the things they say, and it's bad because I feel like I should when I've talked to them.
I know. I don't know why I don't know why I have such a hard time like remembering some of the stuff that we discussed in interviews. It's so weird.
That's why I've started a lot of times summarizing them, because usually, especially if you talk to them a second time, it's like, wait, what did I ask the first time?
Yeah.
Well, they're long.
Was Lucas's
interviews.
comment jog your
Oh,
memory
yeah.
at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant about what send in the clowns means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's-
I guess in the musical it's supposed to be about an actress singing about it, but it basically means they're all fools. But you know,
Yeah.
it could resonate with actors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. She changes into the hoodie after that song and then falls asleep in the diner and wakes up to the good morning song. Yes.
She must
Yeah.
have loved being at that diner.
If you listen to the lyrics, there's also an undertone that all the other people are idiots, and so team up with me. Seems like it was almost come on for Acosta to join Sophia Manuel, but that never materialized. Interesting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hadn't thought of
That's too bad. She was a perfect person to be over on the Man in Yellow side.
that. Could be. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
early on,
she's
she probably
gonna-
would have taken that bargain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see her doing that.
Okay.
I do.
No, I thought she was more tricked. She'd be more tricked than flat out
Yeah.
taking a bargain.
I
Sorry.
do. If my theory plays out for next season that the town is going to be divided, I do think she will be on the side of the tunnel crew.
Oh, that she'll support them, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she, Kenny, and Sarah would be on the side of the tunnel crew.
So you think there's going to be a tunnel crew and then the Let's Kill Jade crew?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would say that that's one of my least favorite scenes is, you just reminded me when you were saying that, is Acosta, her ambulance scene, just because I don't know, like, what are you thinking? Like, it makes sense, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, what are you thinking?
See,
But
my
Okay,
problem,
yeah.
I'm sorry. The problem I
No,
have
I
with
was just
that,
agreeing.
yeah,
Go
the
ahead.
problem I have with that is like the same thing with the painting the room purple scene. On the surface, I don't like it at all, but in a dramatic way, I do like what the characters are talking about. I do like what Christy and Acosta are talking about, and I do like what Sarah and Julie are talking about. In a dramatic kind of sense, because at its essence, From is kind of like a theater drama. At times.
I mean, all I got from the ambulance scene was that Acosta was just losing her mind.
Just losing her shit. Yeah.
True.
And I felt like it was really well done. I felt like she portrayed that really well. I felt like it was, yeah. I mean, it was frustrating. I mean, it
Yeah,
looked
it was well
ridiculous. It was very. I mean, as a viewer, it comes off almost like how Patty came off in the finale.
that's a good point.
Mhm.
But I mean, it makes sense though, because I looked at it as her just having a meltdown and falling apart. And
No, it totally makes sense. It just, pieces of it annoyed. Like, I think what annoyed me was also like the thing with Ethan where she's like, oh, he'll be fine. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
he's on the side of the road. It's like,
Yeah.
God, I want to like you so much, and you do shit like that. I
that
love
did not make
Samantha.
sense.
Yeah, I love Samantha. She's so lovely, but Acosta,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, one more thing about that episode was the glasses as well. I forgot about that. The universal fitting glasses, like,
Yes.
like, oh,
yeah.
you could just get
Mhm.
some glasses. Your glasses are broken.
Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the bad things. I would agree with
I mean, it
that.
should have been an indication that if she could wear anybody's glasses, maybe she's not a human. Maybe she's suspect.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
good point.
Okay, I wear readers because I'm old. I have to wear readers, but if I put my husband's glasses on, I would probably throw up and fall down immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Mhm.
so I know you can share readers, but like regular glasses, yeah, you can't. You can't. Most
Yeah.
people, unless maybe your eyes aren't that bad, I guess. But I
Yeah.
would think you'd go by whatever was the best prescription. It didn't matter what they looked like, or like in law, you got one of each.
Oh, yeah.
MGM says one of his least favorite scenes was Marielle chained in the ambulance. It was kind of cringe. That was weird. I didn't love that. I didn't love that either.
I liked it, but yeah, it looked weird.
I referred to it as dungeon herpes.
It was the way
Okay.
they did, like, they had her act, but I think it was more the directing of the scene. I don't know that it was necessarily her fault, but it's like the expression. It was just, I don't know. To me, it was weird.
Yeah,
I would. Yeah,
we
I was
called
gonna
it dungeon herpes on our show because Randall gave gave her a case of the dungeon herpes because
Oh,
he was having he had cicadas, and then he almost seemed like he passed that on to Mariel.
All right. Were you going to say something, Scarlet?
I just forgot what I was going to say because of dungeon herpes.
Okay. Maybe you'll.
Oh,
think of it.
I remember what I was going to say. I thought Marielle's going to become a bit of a prophetess. I had this whole theory that Julie was going to learn how to story walk, which would be in the past, and Randall was going to have some skill that was a present skill. And we had already seen that, like, Mary had a dream with Smiley in it that was kind of like prophetic in a way. And I thought they could fill up the time instead of her being all crazy, all chained up everywhere. She could have had a vision of some kind that she could have shared with somebody.
Yeah.
Even symbolic. She could have dreamed of the ballerina as her.
But probably not anymore. She's dead. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think she was
nobody's
cut way
really
too
dead
early.
on this show. They could come back as ghosts, rattle cabinets, come
True.
back in the dream.
Actually,
I hope so.
anybody to come back, it actually would make a lot of sense if Mariel comes back because of
Yeah.
her whole they
Yeah.
don't die, and that's interesting.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
It's
that.
worse than death.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm not sure about anything else about episode 2. Episode 3, I have marked down Naked Jade. That's the one thing I've marked down. I don't know.
Okay.
I was tired.
I have something. I have a comment about that. I absolutely loved. I don't know if they did this deliberately, but I thought it was hilarious when he was floating in the water, and Ethan and Victor were standing there, and and Ethan says, "This isn't what I'm looking for." The camera pans out.
Wait, what?
Water.
Wait, what? He says, this isn't what I'm looking for. Say that again. You laughed
Yeah.
as you said.
And said, "This isn't what I'm looking for," because he was looking for the Lake of Tears, and he's like, and he figured out that wasn't it. He's like, "Yeah, this isn't what I'm looking for." And
No.
you just see Jade floating.
Jade said something funny there too. I
Yeah.
remember laughing.
Yeah, I don't remember what, but he did.
Or did he come to a realization or something, and then they went to another scene?
No, he would just he was annoyed that they were trying to talk to him, and because he wanted to be left alone, and
Yeah. And he kind of went on about the
Or I
Lake
thought,
of
didn't they say the
Tears.
Lake of Tears? And he was like, the Lake of Tears. And
He's like,
yeah,
what?
it's like the Lake of what?
the Lake of what? Yeah, I was laughing at that.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? I think he said something like to Ethan that he was, I can't think of the right word, but like relaxing, trying to think of things. And didn't Ethan say something like, is it working? And he's like, no, I don't remember. I feel like there was something there. I don't know, but it was funny the way he was floating there. So there was that.
Yeah.
Was he naked? He didn't have shorts on?
He wasn't completely naked. I just said that he was in.
Just refer to it as the Jade
I don't
naked
know.
scene.
Yeah, no, I just heard that. Then there was them finding the man in yellow suit. I think that was like a good reveal, although again, that was spoiled on the dang trailer, but it was a good scene. And then I have my worst parts of it were Boyd's hallucinations. And I said that earlier. Like a lot of that to me was kind of wasted. Like it was cool when his wife or whatever hand came up from the grave, but nothing ever came of it. So yeah, I have that.
True. That was weird. He was asking for help from her. She kind of gave him a helping hand by her arms coming up, but that's all I got out of it too.
Yeah, no, she didn't. That didn't go anywhere. Same thing with the ring, like Scarlet said earlier. Let's see. I don't know. Like I just wrote down certain things for each episode, so I don't know what else.
Well, it's interesting in the synopsis. It says Boyd asks Acosta with creating a crime scene using objects from the dead in case she discovers anything to help people escape. Elgin should have known those were objects of the dead he was holding.
Yes, he should have. You're right. Well, he should have. Yeah, I did like the Viewmaster. That was a good thing. That was funny. They had a Viewmaster. That's a little thing. But, let's see. Episode 4 was Julie's story walking again. That was, I think, the 1978 story walking.
Okay.
I think so. If it was, yeah, that was
Oh,
really
the
good.
last episode was when Randall retrieved the book from the and
Yeah.
found Brick, who we thought was Toby.
In episode 2, yeah. That was again something that was in the trailer.
Yeah. And we thought it
Wow.
was Toby, and everybody invented these long stories about Toby, and then it didn't.
Yeah, and I heard a couple people, and I don't remember who, but somebody said it was Brick, and I'm sorry. If you thought that was Brick, I think you've seen the screener and you lied, because I don't know how the heck you would have came up with that otherwise.
Wait, what was that? I'm sorry.
Remember how Brick was in the like under the house or whatever,
Yeah.
and Randall went into him? Well, people that saw the trailer, there was somebody that was going around saying that they thought it was Brick, and I just don't know how you would come up with that unless you actually saw it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
to me was somebody who pretended they didn't see it and made up a theory based on it, but I don't remember who it was. Somebody.
Yeah, because I mean, I've watched the series so many times, and I'm pretty observant, and I remember a lot. I remembered Brick, but I did not. When I'm not kidding you. I watched the trailer at 0.25 speed. I never thought that was Brick.
Yeah, no, I forget. I'm trying to remember what I think I had connected it, because I'm trying to remember when I made my video. I think I had connected it with it kind of looked like who we now know as the Boulder guy, like
Oh,
the way
yeah.
his eyes were white or whatever. And
Mhm.
that was based on somebody else's theory from something else. I think Michael's theory. So I don't even remember. But yeah, I never would have guessed that. But
I
when it
wouldn't have
first came out, the screeners weren't out. But it was like later on, people were saying that, and I just kind of questioned that somebody, once they saw it, that they
Yeah.
added it. But that did have.
Because everybody thought it was in the caves, because it's really close to the shots of Jade being in there.
Yeah, it did look like
Yeah.
it could have been in the cave.
I mean, they didn't show the building, like the house. Nobody remembered Brick. Nobody remembered the house. I mean,
No.
Julie. I saw a picture of Julie with the book, the Ventures of the Grand Gulagon. I saw her having that, and if somebody told me she just had that book, I wouldn't even thought it was under the house still.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a scene that was unnecessary. I know we talked about that when we talked about the episode. Like, it was a good scene, but it was completely unnecessary because we didn't need to see them retrieve the book.
I have a theory about that. I feel like there's a reason that they did that, and the reason is, this is gonna sound crazy.
No, it's not.
I think that next season someone's gonna go back in that house, and they're gonna find Jim's body.
And what you mean, like it was important because they didn't find it this time? Is that what you?
Because it looked normal this time, and I think it was like a way to remind people of of what happened, and to get people like on that trail of thought. And then we saw and we saw Jim earlier when he appeared to Ethan. He looked like he did after the house collapsed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
with the
wondering if he actually died and Julie somehow did change the story and brought him back to life.
Well, like an alternate Jim.
Jim never made it out.
Like
Yeah.
she story walked into that moment to save him. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be cool. I could see that happening because yes, he had the scratch on his head, and it did look like Jim from that time. I remember talking about that, but yeah, that episode, that was what that story walking part was about after they got the books and everything. And I did like all the stuff with Randall and Julie, and the books and everything, and even like the scene in the bus, which I still think was just kind of like a joke, sort of, because of all the people earlier in like the season before saying things about Julie and Randall and stuff, where they like had the whole thing with her mother, and I think that was just to be kind of funny and poking fun at it. So I enjoyed that whole thing. So that was episode 2. Episode 4, story walking, I'm pretty sure was the 1978 story walking, which was so great if it just hadn't been the only story walking, the last part we got.
Yeah.
So I have that as positive. Also, I like the thing with with Sophia making Sarah, drink the water and everything. We talked about that earlier. And the stuff with the dolls in the lake. And then I have for negative the ring. But I know Scarlet said earlier she didn't like the ring stuff. Episode 5, I have again about lake.
Well, there also was the Golem. The Golem
Was that
story.
episode 4? I couldn't figure out what episode that was first in.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's definitely a negative. I just didn't know it was for that. And then episode 5, I have about the lake stuff. I must have said it was a positive. Maybe that was about Lake of Tears. I can't remember. Jade's trip. I enjoyed the stuff about Jade's trip. That was good. And
That was
I
fun.
didn't and I thought I have written down the negative was the stuff about like Ethan killing the bird. I mean, I guess he really didn't, but we talked about how that
Serial
bird
killer
died.
gene with the bird. That's how
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did the bird die? So I had that for 5. And if I'm
They
missing
didn't
anything,
feed
you guys-
it. They didn't take care of it. That's why it died. They just poured water on it.
I know it didn't work.
Yeah.
Don't give him a pet.
I did enjoy like the stuff about the idea of the Lake of Tears though until they got to that point. Like I liked, him seeing his father. That was good.
Yeah.
And then 6, I have the scenes with Julie, and some of this we talked about like other days. The scenes with Julie and Sarah, I liked a lot. Like the whole thing in the house, them painting, that was good. Cautry was in episode 6. That was a highlight. And I
That
also have
cracked me up.
Yeah, that was
That cracked me up. It was a funny scene because Boyd was like, Boyd told him to fuck off, and then he comes in the sheriff's station.
Yeah, he followed him.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
He followed him.
I like that.
Yeah.
I had the Golem for that. See, I had the Golem in the wrong one because I had it for that one. And then I had Donna on positive and negative because I liked the Donna stuff, but it was really sad. But I know, Kelly, you really disliked it. There were parts I liked and parts I didn't like. I didn't like, I think, the fact that they keep trying to like scare us Donna's gonna die. That I didn't like. Like, leave poor Donna alone. I like Donna.
Yeah, I don't want any more Donna death scares.
No Donna, no Kenny. Those are the rules. Let's see. Episode 7 we talked about earlier with all the Kenny stuff and Fatima and her saving him. And I think that was the episode they told everybody everything. I couldn't figure that out for sure, but I had that down. And then I had
The one in the diner when they had the meeting. Or the meeting
in the colony house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know for sure that was the episode though. I couldn't figure out which one it was. But I have negative that, Sophia heard the whole thing, but we talked about that earlier. And then episode 8, I had about, and I'm just going through them fast. If you guys think of things as I'm talking, just let me know. Episode 8, I had about Kenny being a coach and Jade's whole thing. That was funny. I did enjoy that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Kenny
I
was
should
in the
say
past.
that is the funny stuff. Like, can they call you coach?
Yeah, I love that. That was great. I remember at the time I was going to find a whistle and then I forgot about it. Because
I
I
was gonna too, like for effect. Every time Kenny came on and we talked about him, I was gonna blow the whistle.
yeah, I had
Oh,
thought
really?
about it so early on and then I forgot.
Yeah.
I liked the scene with Tabitha actually like saying to Victor that she came to save him. I mean, I
Yeah,
wish
I really
that
like that scene.
farther than it had because she after that just kind of ditched him, but I enjoyed that scene anyway.
That was such a great scene. I loved that scene.
It was. And it's like I liked Tabitha in that scene. That's why I was so pissed off later when she didn't help Victor when Boyd was handcuffing him. And then there was something I have positive that was about the man in yellow. I don't know what it was because that's all I wrote down. Oh, that was the episode Doug was in, I think. Wasn't it? Episode 8. The whole thing with
Did
His
he shapeshift
whole,
again?
Tabitha at the end.
Yeah, the Tabitha one.
Yeah, that was from
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, he delivered some really good lines.
Yeah, I had that as positive. I also kind of like the hallucination of, I mean, not that it was like we fell for it, but I kind of like the hallucination of Boyd seeing everybody dead and it like affecting him. As much as I didn't like a lot of the hallucination stuff, I did like that.
that scared the crap out of me because I really thought Kenny was dead at first. I was like,
Mhm.
Henry went crazy, or somebody went crazy and is shooting up the place, and Kenny's dead now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
moment I did, but then once he saw everybody else, I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, it's head.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have, for the negatives on that, some of the Fatima stuff was boring at that point, but it must have been all, I think it was all the golem stuff probably still. I don't know, because like some of the stuff with her I found boring this season, but then they kind of turned it around. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
I like
they
the
did.
idea of it. I like the story that she told about it.
yeah, I do too. But I don't think they executed it as
Yeah.
well as I thought they did. Let's put it that way.
It
Um,
needed to get in a slug match with Smiley, is what it needed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been so cool.
I think
forgot.
it should have been so heavy in the attic, he should have fell through and just dropped on his feet and just started running.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Ran
I
to the
remember
mom.
I had said I want to make a picture of I want to make an AI picture of it fighting Smiley, and I never did. I forgot
Mhm.
about that.
With Julie's wig with some teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Would be funny. That'd be great. No, that's just would be hilarious. And then episode 9 was I said about earlier about the Clara stuff. I enjoyed her Tabitha figuring out the talisman. I enjoyed the thing with Victor getting handcuffed. I didn't. I remember I said all that earlier. And then episode 10 we kind of talked about too. I have as a negative though, I didn't love, I don't know, I guess it's a positive and a negative. I liked some of Elgin's death because I did like that he's like stood up, stuck to what he believed in, and that he didn't take her deal. So I appreciated that. But I think I was annoyed at him before that point. So some of the other stuff maybe. And then the stuff in the finale, like I really like the whole taking the talisman things in a way, because I think that it's going to make next season really thrilling, but I did not need to see it as many times as I did. So that was also a negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like sorry, but
Do you think there's going to be some kind like they're going to learn how to do the ritual? Because there are pictures in the beginning sequence of like bones in the Que Sera Sera opening sequence where there's bones that either look on fire or they're in blood. So I didn't know if they were supposed to do a ritual that way, or Julie would story walk and see the old colonial lady that would tell her the magical ritual, or Tabby would find out she was a witch and now she knows how to break the curse.
I don't know. I forgot about that from the opening.
Yeah,
I don't know. And I don't know if Colonial Woman, if that was just like they cut the scene, or if that's something from season 5.
Oh, I
'Cause
don't
I know
know.
you kept
I was just hoping it was happening.
No, I know you kept mentioning Colonial Woman was gonna be, and I'm like thinking, nah, there wasn't any.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was not gonna happen. But I also liked the whole end scene with the man in yellow and the boy in white. Other than it worries me it's too much like Lost. I did enjoy that scene. But
I got some Cabin in the Woods vibes
Cabin in
from
the
that.
Woods.
I love that
Interesting.
movie,
I do too.
but I don't. How do you relate it? What cabin?
Yeah, how does it
like,
relate?
with the things that are underground, or
Just that it's
Games?
like that it's that it's kind of gamified.
Yeah, like them controlling people and stuff. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we talked about like what caused, the lightning and what caused the rocks and everything. So that I see too now that you're saying that, like I do kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's not a lot that can change. Like most of it is like these people are doomed to follow a certain path, but they kind of gamify it and try to play with the story of it.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that.
okay, yeah, I see that too.
Yeah.
I hope they can change it.
Yeah. I don't think they're going home. At the end of it, I don't know if they'll break the curse or not. They may not, but I think that they're actually going to choose to stick together because so many of them have lost so much and they're basically each other's family now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I feel like they're going to get home or not. I don't know that I necessarily need them to, just so
Yeah.
it's, a happy, not happy, but I mean, so it's a satisfying ending.
Yeah.
So what's in the Men in Yellow's blood? Is it different from Martin's? Why does it do what it does?
It's very similar to the have you guys heard of the Three Corpses?
3 corpses.
No.
No. Tell us.
It's okay. So the Three Corpses are, I can't remember what kind of mythology it is, but they're worms.
Hmm.
And I can't I don't remember it might be Japanese mythology. I can't remember now. But
I'm gonna
there
look at
is there's something called the Three Corpses, and these
Is it
three
Tao?
corpses.
I Googled it. It came up Taoism.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if that's what you mean or not, but
That's probably what it is.
malevolent spiritual parasites that reside in the human body's 3 energy centers. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's similar because they don't leave the body as soon as they leave the body for good, the person is dead. And that's what happened to Martin. So there's a strong similarity there. But Boyd didn't die though when he got rid of his worms though. So I don't know.
Well, he kind of passed it through to someone else, I think. Bypassed himself.
Yeah.
If that's the case, though, like I thought of the same thing too, the blood of my blood and all that, but
Mhm.
it does
Mhm.
make me wonder though, like, I just like totally forgot what I was gonna say. I hate when that happens. I don't know what I was gonna say. Shit.
Yeah.
I'll probably all of a sudden think of it later. That means it's getting late. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I give up because I honestly don't know what it was. I'll just think of it later. Yeah, I don't know. Any other best or worst you guys have or thoughts? I'm just trying
I'm
to
just
look-
reading about the thing about the corpses that says their strongest wish is to rejoin the damp, dank underground. The nightmare creature.
Yikes.
Right.
I wonder if the parents had to give blood for that ritual, other than their own children, like their own blood, like they had to cut themselves and bleed and then put their kids in their blood.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That blood of my blood, you know.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. Oh, I know what I was thinking. Why, if Martin is connected to the man in yellow and like that was his blood, I was like wondering why the blood would hurt the nightmare creatures. That was where my thoughts were going, but I don't know that necessarily even correlates. That was what I was thinking that I forgot. I do love that video of that guy. I can't offhand think of what his name is, but that one with the wigs is like, I think the best one. I cracked up so much at that. It's great.
Oh man.
Let's see.
I wonder if his blood is too strong for the nightmare creatures, so they just die if they ingest man in yellow blood.
Maybe, but it's interesting that it didn't kill Boyd, but it killed one of them. So yeah, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Because Boyd has secret powers he only knows the base of right now. He's got the power.
Yeah.
It could be.
I also felt like pulling down the magic tree should have injured or really killed the boy in white. No more extra lives, no more Guyan's big stakes next season. I don't know, but I definitely think it's a bad thing that they pulled it down. But oh, hey, Susie.
True. Yeah, Kelly, on your channel, did anybody think that pulling out the tree would create like a bootstrap paradox and this tree is going to be the one that's in the middle of the road now?
I think we all kind of felt that was not going to be the case.
Yeah.
I can turn my camera back on. Actually, I was doing something in here and I didn't want to. Yeah, I don't think any of us felt like that was the case. But I mean, we definitely questioned it. We talked about it, but
yeah. Anytime they're talking about pulling up a tree, just got in my mind that Well, there's a tree in the road.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's far-fetched. I don't think it's far-fetched at all. But yeah, I mean, I could go either way on it, honestly. It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me. My mind's just not going that way right now, but I think it's an interesting theory.
You know what other theory I've been reading about? I tend to read some of the, I mean, some of the stuff on Facebook is way out there. Some of it isn't, but I've been like, I don't know, I go down the rabbit hole and start reading it. And I know I had talked, I think it was Susie, I was talking about this before with the whole like Fae theory. And that I think is interesting. But what I saw somebody write on Facebook is that in Scottish, that Fae is a version of the word from.
Yes.
Ooh.
So that is really interesting and makes me
Yeah,
think
I think Susie could probably confirm that because she says things like that all the time. Susie.
Yeah. Yeah. it
Susie
means,
seashell.
like a frozen
Yeah.
dog.
Well, I mean, there's other things like the talisman could have iron in it that would keep fairies away. The whole tooth fairy thing.
yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of fairy similarities.
Yeah, like people like collecting people. Well, usually children, but collecting people into their realm.
Yep.
Yeah, like with the fairy ring or whatever. Yeah. I could see the Fae theory working, but if it really does mean from, then that to me really lends credence to the theory. Because they won't tell us what from means. So yeah, so there's that. But I don't know. There's as I Googled it, because I was making sure it was Scottish. I was looking to make sure. I see other people arguing that that's not true, and yeah, so they go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Reddit. Who knows? But supposedly it's a preposition of it is, or it's a preposition that means from. I don't know. Either way, it's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any other things you guys want to bring up? I know we've been over 3 hours now. We're kind of it's kind of gone on a while. Anything?
I think I've touched on everything that I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I think my brain's winding down now. What about
Yeah,
you?
I'm like, my brain is starting to fry.
Yeah. What about you, Scarlet? Jason, do either of you have anything else that you want to bring up?
I think that might get biblical in season 5. A flood, perhaps.
That would be cool.
Perhaps with Don. That's what I thought the storm was going to be. I thought it was going to be the starting of the flood.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always have this romantic image of Boyd getting his boat sails into From, but he also finds a pony. So he's riding a pony on a boat through because there's a drawing of the ruins and it's all water, and he's just floating his boat through there and saving the few people he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got really biblical this season too.
Yeah. For sure.
It got very Abraham and Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, unless
between last night and tonight, I've done 10 hours of streaming so far.
I was gonna say.
I was
actually surprised you showed up. Actually,
I was gonna say I would say that's a lot, but I think Scott and I have done that a few times.
Amateurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a good cause. Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, that's nice you're doing that. Yeah, we had a show last night, or Tuesday night rather, because I saw when you guys were doing it. But so. All right. Well, unless anybody has anything else, I guess that's it. I don't know. Let me see if there's anything I had
go through all
started.
the stars and
Yeah, I was gonna say I had started a
stuff
couple
like that.
things. Kimberly, it said, I think there's also going to be a spirit Elgin. He will appear to someone like Sarah and she will figure out that the man in yellow can transition into others. I would like that.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah. If Sophia doesn't take over as Elgin, then seeing him as a spirit would be cool.
Yeah.
Or a
I
vision.
think both could happen.
Or
I think it's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
You could be telling Sarah, that's not me.
Yeah. Dieter had said the golem I don't really understand unless next season we see more of it. Like maybe we see the monsters in human form in the past, making the same one. That would be interesting too. I don't know. I had as we were talking, highlighted some, and then we just got so many in the chat. It was hard to pull everything up. Robert earlier was talking about Matt Likely from the art department. I know that one time in Discord we had watched some of his YouTubes. If you haven't watched them, you guys should. The behind the scenes things are really cool. Watching how they do a lot of the stuff. So,
okay.
So that's really cool. And yeah, I know there was a lot of other stuff in the chat, guys, but there was like a lot. Let's see. Whoops, wrong thing. My theory is that since monsters only had yellow biles, their final remaining humor and the cicada curse was seemingly feeding off Martin. It basically consumed the last of Smiley's vital essence, so he died. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go a little bit more of the four humors, but it hasn't really quite got there.
Yeah. Casey addressed all the answers to mysteries in season 5. It's going to be an unbreathable ride for us and the characters, but I don't think they'll disclose everything, aka the ballerina. I don't think they'll tell everything, but I hope we at least get answers to the main things, right? Like we need,
Yeah, I think so. I trust them to not leave anything important dangling.
I really hope not. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Please make sure that you check out Cyborg Queen Media.
Yes.
Walking Dead. And like I said, we will be doing another From show soon. We got to do a trivia for the whole season. That'll be at some point. And we're going to be doing more games soon. So just check our Discord for updates. The only other thing is if everybody is still awake and wants to watch Silo.
We're
gonna. Thanks for reminding me. We gotta make a video for that tomorrow. So yeah, I gotta watch it.
Well, we're gonna do this thing if you want to join us.
I'm hyped.
I might.
Can I just squeeze in one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Everybody watching this, if you could please find us on social media and YouTube, because I really want to try to pull off a successful live stream for Jazz. If you weren't here for what I was talking about earlier, we lost a team member and my podcast partner's husband last week, and it's been really tough. And we need we could really just use some bodies in the chat, some voices in the chat, and we'll have anybody. If you're up for joining us on screen, we're happy to have you. But if you could find us and follow us on Cyber Queen Media and just share the fundraisers we're doing right now, that would be so helpful, and I'd appreciate that so much, because I really want to pull off something good for her, because she's just been going through a really hard time, obviously. So yeah, Cyborg Queen Media on YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky, and Facebook.
Yeah, make sure you, like I said, let us know what day you decide you're doing that, and we'll post it in Discord.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll come on if I can, Kelly.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll try to too. I just couldn't do it because we were doing the other show, but I will try to do that as well.
Awesome. That would be
all right. Well,
cool.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you to you guys for joining us today, co-hosting tonight. Thank you, everybody who's listened to us go on and on and on and is still awake.
They love it. Y'all love it.
I'm like, I don't know. I hit 3 hours and I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's what happened.
Also, guys, just to let everybody know, Nathan Simmons did pop up in the chat. He popped up on screen yesterday. Like, I had talked to him during the day, and he was like, "Oh, that was the first he had heard about it." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll try to stop by if I can." And he did. He stopped by and chatted for a while, so that was cool. So who knows? Like, we might get. He might come back. He actually wanted to come back if we did another fundraiser, so he might come back. You never know who else might pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice he came. That's cool.
Yeah, Nathan's great.
Yeah, I love him. He's a sweetie.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, yeah, so everybody check that stuff out, and we will see you at the next one. And the next one we have, what's today? I gotta think. Today's Thursday. We will see you guys Monday for Silo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday at 10. When is it? 10:30. I had to think. 10:30 Eastern.
30 watch party before. If you want to watch it.
Yeah, if we can do a watch party, we'll do watch party 4, but we're gonna do one tonight now. And last time
Yeah.
only one person came to the Monday one, so I think,
Well, I'm gonna come.
Thursday night's a little better. So
Yeah.
we'll hopefully we'll see some of you in a few minutes. Probably like give me like 10 or 15 minutes. So I can wash my makeup off and then we'll do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, there. Susie, put your link again in the
Oh,
chat.
thank you, Susie. I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, Susie.
Thank you for doing that, you guys. I'm bad
Yeah.
at doing 2 things at once. All right, guys. We will see the next one, and keep looking for our game nights as well. And I just spent like $60 yesterday on more games. So
So come play games.
yeah, we gotta do some more Jackbox games. We'll either in Discord or YouTube or something. But we need to mess with them. Maybe we'll do some after we see Silo. Let's see how awake we are. I don't know. I might be dead by then, so we'll see.
You can
Awesome.
design your own From shirt and then buy it.
Yeah. I love how when we did that for my birthday, like, 90% of everybody's answers for everything were from at a certain point, That was great.
Thanks
All
for
right,
having me, guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, both of you, for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.